ค Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome to the GV stream. Ladies and gentlemen, with a little tiny yen right over here. Literally right off camera. Come here. Show yourself, woman. Show yourself, woman. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the GV stream. It is Wednesday at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, October 16, 2024. 4 hour, I think, 1, 2, 3, it's like our fourth or fifth, like, legitimate coming back to it sort of stream on youtube.com/Grohlvana, which we're going to do more Skyrim today because I'm really wanting to just do the Skyrim anniversary edition type stuff, you know? Having a lot of fun with that. So I hope you're all having a wonderful Wednesday night. Excuse me, you grabbing my hand? What are you doing? And, yeah, we'll get in. We'll get in. What's up, Evan Boudritis? Welcome in. What is up, Sam Hart? Hello, hello, hello. What is up, Chris 1.K? Hello, hello. What is up, Dwad the Knife of Dunwall? Hello, hello. Evan says, been busy, busy, busy all day. How about you all? Same. Recording some Red Dead Redemption 2 for any members out there. Keep an eye out on the main channel tonight, on this channel, because there will be early uploads, which members will be able to access as soon as they're live. What's up, R. Piazza? Welcome in. Evan says, been doing laundry sheets, writing my flash fiction, which was capped at 500 words. Mopping is next, then cleaning the carcass of my dead car of rat droppings. That was a descriptive way to put that. What's up, Ace Plays? Welcome in. Or Ace Plays Z. What's up, Spike Haugen? Welcome back. What's up, Sham D? Oh, how I love the Persona music. It's so good. Sam Hart says, I haven't watched your stream since you were still on Twitch. So happy I can finally watch you on YouTube now. Yeah, what up, Sam? Yep, we're going live on YouTube. We ain't looking back to Twitch. I tried to make it work, but I think ultimately, if it's going to coincide with my new and fresh energy, mindset, yada, 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 we kind of need a new, fresh start, which is what we'll be doing on YouTube. You know, I've learned a lot over the years, made mistakes, learned a lot, etc., etc., etc. I think I can do better than I've ever done before, but we just kind of, yeah, needed a new fresh start, which YouTube is definitely that. So YouTube moving forward, no Twitch. If I do Twitch, it might be like one final like goodbye Twitch sort of stream, which or maybe just finish like Minish Cap, because we were doing Minish Cap and I do want to finish it. But yeah. Otherwise, YouTube. Cat, a real life cat. What's up, Trey Patterson? Welcome in. Long day at work. Yeah, it's been a weird day, man. Cindy has had a weird day. I've had a weird day. I mean, I still feel good, but like it's been a sort of an anxious day. It's weird because it's like it's my rest day for the gym, but I know if I went to the gym, it would eradicate my anxiety, which I could have done. But it's like, you know, you gotta have rest days. But yeah, it's kind of been a stressful day for both of us for no particular reason. Just waking up feeling a little more stressed. R. Piazza says, what's for dinner tonight, GV? I've got some fresh venison from the season. Loaded baked potato and asparagus. Wait, what's this? You mean just like deer season? That sounds like an amazing dinner. I am actually quite envious of your dinner. What's for dinner? I don't know yet. I had soup and ramen for lunch. So I'll probably switch it up tonight, maybe with some pasta. That's like a ton of carbs, obviously. I definitely need to move all this gym progress into, like, actually eating really well now, but which I really want to do. But anyways, yeah, I don't know, probably pasta. I could always eat more soup or ramen, but I've already had that today, so most likely I will cook up some pasta, which I do love. I'm a big pasta fan. Do, 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 do. Bum bum ba da 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 bum bum ba da 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 ba da dum bum. Evans says cooked some sausages today. They were so good. Yeah, I think the last like homemade sausage I had was went to a barbecue at a friend's house, and they did like beer soaked brats in like a crock pot. They were so good. They were so delicious. Love a good brat basted in beer. Hunting season started October 1st in New York. It's crazy that New York even has a hunting season. I feel like they would be so restrictive. Trey says B2 seems to be like that for a lot of people I talk to, which is kind of weird. Yeah, it's definitely a vibe in the house tonight, which I'm hoping to chill out with Skyrim. But I feel pretty good. It was earlier, you know. I think earlier I was feeling particularly anxious today, particularly stressed. But currently, I feel pretty decent. Excited to relax with some Skyrim, which we will get into now. Ba 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 bo 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 ba beep ba bo ba bo. Where's Ruthie? Okay, Winter's Chimes. Oh, yeah, that's where we stopped. I do remember that. Art Piazza says, yeah, but like 98% of New York state is woods and country and farmland. Now them big old damn ugly cities. Yeah, New York's such a weird thing to me because, like, I've been to Manhattan and I loved it. I'm like a city boy. I love, like, big cities like that. And I love, you know, the culture and all the crazy stuff and everything. I just don't know much about New York outside. And I've been to other places. I've been to, like, Watertown. Went to a wedding there. It was, like, near Syracuse, I think. But, yeah, I still don't exactly understand what New York is. Because there's, like, New York City, but that is not just Manhattan. That's, like, New York City. That's, like, Manhattan, but all the boroughs, right? But then there's New York State, which is, like, everything else, which is, like, close to Canada. I don't know, it's just very confusing to me, but I would like to know more about New York, you know. Alright, so I'm going to provide timestamps every time we get into the game, so I guess I still will do my, like, little intro thing from on Twitch, so I kind of know where to start. 1, 2, 3, exit. Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our Let's Play Skyrim all Anniversary Edition content. This is playthrough we started a while ago with Ruthir here, Khajiit, who basically is wanting to see all of the Anniversary Edition content, all the stuff added with the Anniversary Edition version of the video game. And so I've got a notepad file over here to my left where I basically like wrote down everything that I still need to accomplish. And we're just kind of working our way through. And it's the main thing that I really want to stream right now because it's good for the long form because we can get a lot done. And also, yeah, I've just been having fun with it. So, what we were doing was the Forgotten Seasons, which is one of the bigger Creation Club mod packs or whatever. So, basically, we have to go into this Dwemer Ruin and, like, kind of do a trial for each of the 4 seasons. And then, like, shut down the conduits or whatever so that the Weather Witch, which I guess is like a big giant Dwemer construct, basically chills out so we can, I guess, use its power or something. So we've done Fall, which required us to get different wheats and sort them. We've done Summer, which required us to use a Dwarven spider control rod to get him to, like, step on certain things and activate certain things. And then now we are doing winter, and then there's spring. And then in addition to that, there's also like 2 other things. You need to get like a crown piece for each one except summer for some reason, which I still don't understand. So we need to find the winter one here, which I do remember looking for because this is one of the things I have done this season quest. And then we also need to put the dwarven horse frame, all the dwarven horse parts on the frame, which this is just a huge quest. So we're also reading the book of the dude, which was like Elberon. Yep, Elberon's journal. So we're reading this because he put notes for each of the seasons, but it wasn't that one. Was it this one? Forgotten Seasons version 1. Yeah, we read fall and we read summer, or autumn and summer, but now we need to read winter and spring. So there's winter. What's up, Janet Jax? Welcome in. RP, as it says, fun fact, the Adirondacks is larger than the largest 5 national parks in the U.S. put together. What? I didn't even know the Adirondacks were in New York, first of all. That's crazy. That's an actual crazy fact. What's up, Gaber Duck, who says, I heard food. I'm eating chicken with mole sauce, rice, and Brussels sprouts. That sounds good. Mole sauce is made with chocolate, right? Which has always been a really weird thing to me. I've never had like a real mole dish, I don't think. But it's always been like super interesting to me because it's like a chocolate Mexican sauce, if I'm understanding that correctly, right? So I would like to know more about it. I really want to try that because it sounds so bizarre. Winter. Winter was, not to my surprise, home to a great indoor blizzard, and what the mercenaries thought of as artificial stone mountains. Yet they were not mountains, but great towering silos of frozen water, and the cold. Not even the highest mountains compared to such chills. And we were soon trading furs amongst ourselves to keep warm. It became clear to progress through this area, I would need to dive through the unfrozen waters that surrounded the towers, snaking up and around the structure like ice wraiths that call this place home. As clever as a solution as any solution thought up by me, but not one I could risk at the moment. Perhaps when we return to this ruin, I can find someone less important to brave it. Okay, and then finally, just gonna make sure the settings are correct, because I do use this character for a lot of short making, which sometimes I mess with the settings a bit, but we are still on expert. Good. And then display should be fine. Although I am going to up the brightness, because I think I need to start upping the brightness on like basically everything, because YouTube's conversion. Although this is already on YouTube, so I don't really know how that works. Depth of field. Audio should be good as well. Okay. We really need to get our build set up too, because there's a lot of like positive changes we could make, I'm sure, to our build and do a little bit more damage, especially on expert difficulty. RPS says, not counting the parks in Alaska. Oh, it's just it's so crazy, like living in the United States your whole life, and still there's areas in the United States that you just don't know much about at all because the United States is so varied. You know, Alaska, New York, especially New York, which, yeah, New York's just mainly known for like Manhattan, but there's so much more to it. 2 steps into winter and I can't feel my toes. Now the mage says we're gonna have to jump 50 feet into water, so cold it'll crack your bones. This is all Bjorn's fault. I wanted to try the summer room, but I drew the sodding short straw. Is this a Nord that's complaining about the cold? Are you a Nord? Maybe he's not a Nord. Maybe he's a milk drinker from Cyrodiil or something. Oh, it's too cold in Skyrim. Oh, I can't handle the cold. Oh, no, it's too cold. Trey says, we just designed a couple of border patrol stations up in New York. Very, very beautiful state. Yeah, I would love to explore more of it. I've been there, but just for a wedding. But it was a pretty area where we were. Watertown, which I guess is like a somewhat touristy area because it like borders Canada, and I guess you can like hop to and fro or something. I don't know much about New York outside of Manhattan, you know, but it's definitely someplace I would like to visit again for sure. Obstacle Beats, what is up? Welcome in. Trey says, although you can kind of say that about every state if you go to the right spots, I guess. I do wonder, like, what's the ugliest state? What is the ugliest state? We kind of did some research because we were looking at, like, different areas to live and stuff if we're going to move in the future or something, start a family somewhere else or whatever. I mean, Colorado's a great state, but it's also very, very expensive. I'm trying to think, like, yeah, what would be the worst state? Because, yeah, most states do have, like, some positive to it. You know, usually where my brain goes, at least, is, like, Idaho or Ohio, something, or Kansas, something that my brain relates to is, like, boring, but that's not necessarily true, obviously. Like, I mean, even Kansas, I've been to Kansas, and there's, like, you know, Kansas City, which is awesome. And there's a bunch of cool stuff in Kansas. Okay, is there anything... Do we have a potion of water breathing? Because this is going to get really bad if we don't. Potion. Aha! Can breathe underwater for 45 seconds. So, yeah, they hide the little crowns. So there may be, like, a crown down here. I do remember the winter one getting me stuck, though. I remember, like, having to come back to the winter one to try to find the crown. Oh, there's a chest. Maybe it's in here. Flawed Varlastone, gold, lockpick, sapphire, dwarven bracers of alchemy. We are 1 point of carry weight off of our max. So we definitely don't want to be taking these massive things. Especially while we're in a gigantic dungeon. No thanks. Okay, it's just literally a chest and that's it. Alright. Fair enough. What's up, Vincent Gabon, who says, hey, GV, I hope you reach your personal goals. You inspire me to be better. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate the kind wishes. I would say it's quite likely. I mean, I've gotten pretty far in terms of the right direction where I want to be. Also, where do we start? I think we came up from here, right? This giant tower. Yeah. Yeah, I've gotten pretty far. What the hell? Where did he come from? I gotten pretty far. Oh, he's a frosted dwarven spider, too. Okay, hold still, little guy. Whoop. How was that not a... Can you not get sneak on constructs? I actually forget if that's a thing or not. It would make sense, because they're, like, robotic. Couldn't really surprise them in the typical way you would think. Die, little guy. Wow, he, like, darted to the left there. That was actually crazy. Anyways, yeah, as far as personal goals, yeah, I've you know, I think I've made some good strides. Where to take it next. I want to keep, like, lifting heavier and heavier stuff that might require me to, you know, actually, like, overhaul my workout at some point. Because I'm still technically doing, like, I think a beginner / intermediate workout, so I think I'll eventually have to, like, upgrade it, you know, because I do want to take it, like, more seriously than I ever have and kind of, like, actually get strong on some level. Not like a huge bodybuilder or anything, but, like, you know, to where I can look at myself and be like, yeah, I've done a lot. So that's the, you know, that'll be in time as I keep working away at it. Weight loss just comes hand in hand with that, basically, but yeah, as usual, it's the diet mainly. It's like, I get like, in good shape. I could lose a lot of weight, but overhauling my diet to be where I want it to be is always the true challenge. Dwarven Mail Gauntlet. Scroll of Harmony. Okay, we gotta drop some stuff off. We are over encumbered. Ebony. Why did I do this without dropping off, like, everything in my inventory? That was silly. Goblin, because now we have a lot of unique stuff. Orcish War Axe of Torpor. Okay, I know for a fact we could store that. Staff of Where? Yeah, why did I not drop these off? That was silly indeed. Okay, up we go. I think that's it. Will the Mooch says, just got done watching Creature Packets. Yo, we got a Creature Packets watcher in here. Yeah, yo, Mark W, thanks so much for the brand new membership. Thank you very much, Mark. Enjoyed the early videos, I would say, is the biggest benefit of being a member. Yeah, I've got 2 Red Deads done, and they're edited and rendered, so I figured, like I said, I'm trying to find the right time to, like, upload them, because I don't want to, you know, if the episode of Red Dead goes up today, then there's a short, then there's, like, a new episode for members. It's like, I feel like that's a lot, so I'll probably start uploading them in the nighttime, like after we get done with the stream or whatever. So, yeah, for any members, make sure to check, probably after the stream, there'll be, 1 or 2 new Red Dead episodes. I'll probably space them out a bit, but thank you very much, Mark. Appreciate it. And yeah, Creature Packets went up on the second channel, GV. Probably going to start moving that channel more in a direction like that, kind of like one-off weird games. We're still going to do Zelda Echoes of... What's it called? Echoes of Wisdom? Echoes of Wisdom. And we're going to do... we're still going to do Terraria, but I want to start, like, experimenting with weird horror games probably, on GV, which we did today with Creature Packets, which was a fun little game. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I want to start checking out other stuff like that. It's going to be a good time. Gamerdoc says it has cocoa in it. Smoky, chocolate-ish. I'm really curious how that works, yeah, because it's like, you would not think chocolate would work with like a Mexican, I'm assuming spicy or at least like a flavorful Mexican sauce, something like a red sauce or whatever. You know, there's like a lot of flavorful Mexican sauces with peppers and stuff, but really, really curious what that taste is. I really want to try a mole sauce. I gotta find a place in town that has like a good mole dish or something. And it's mole, right? It's not mole. It's like mole, right? I believe so. Anyways. Okay, where is the... We just got to keep an eye out for the mask. That's the main thing. We don't want to miss the mask. The mask. Anything down here? Why would they put this down here and not actually have anything? Yo, Vincent with a gifted membership. Why is there no... Oh, there's not even like a alert for that. I thought there was an alert for everything on a base level. So that's my bad. I'll do that as soon as I'm able. Add all that stuff. But thank you very much, Vincent, for the gifted membership. Does it even say who that goes to? Oh, yeah, GamerDog. Look at that. Enjoy the gifted membership a la Vincent. Thank you very much. And yeah, friendly reminder, if you are a member on this YouTube channel, you will get the videos as soon as they're uploaded, whenever that is. Usually it's like a week ahead of time. I try to stay a week ahead of time for everything. So yeah, if you're dying for more Red Dead or whatever else, you will get them as soon as they're uploaded. Okay, so I'm a little turned around here. We came from over there, right? We did a dive into that, and then that somehow led back over this way? Yeah, I remember being confused as hell the first time I did this winter zone, too. Okay, I just don't want to miss anything because, yeah, that mask is going to be a pain to go back and get. Didn't cook it. No, I figured you were talking about... Well, actually, I don't know. For some reason, I thought you meant, yeah, you got it from somewhere or something. But it did sound like a home-cooked meal, too, so I don't know. Where are you? I remember it was a really weird jump. It's like a really weird zone to get that helmet, but we might have to just come back and get it. We shall see. Cindy says, most of Illinois is ratchet, southern half is pretty. Yeah, like, it might, I think, like, a lot of Americans, like myself, it's like, you think of certain states as kind of, like, boring overall, like, Ohio, to me, I don't know anything about Ohio, I've never been to Ohio, but in my mind, it's like, that's a boring state. But I don't know anything about it. I'm sure there's, like, tons of awesome stuff that, you know, native Ohioans would be like, no, there's so much cool stuff. But, yeah, kind of like, Illinois is kind of like a place for that in my head, Kansas. But, again, none of this is accurate. It's just, like, how my brain thinks, because I've never been there. Because, like, I thought of Kansas like that, but then when I actually went to Kansas and did stuff there, I was like, okay, there's some cool stuff here. This got some interesting stuff. What the heck? Is this just a dead end? Oh, it's like a thing up there. Huh. Trey says, I've heard North and South Dakota. Oh, yeah, I don't know anything about the Dakotas. Like, what the heck happens over there? I don't know. I did, like, a book report on North Dakota as a kid, and that's about all I know. Was, like, Mount Rushmore or whatever. Yo, what's up, Robin? Thank you very much. Welcome in. Trey says, by the way, I visited Colorado not too long ago. Do you know where Beulah is? No, I don't even think I've heard of that. What is that? Where is it in terms of Colorado? So what is going on here? Because we, like, jumped in, right? So if I go back to the top of this, it's just going to reset me. Every little one of these spiral rooms look the same. Robin says leveling up athletics. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess athletics would be the most applicable. Yup. There's like something over there too. I wonder if I could like skirt the edge around here. Can I like get over? No! My leg! Okay, what was in this one again? We got this little chasm. Let's go through here real quick. Where does this go? Wait, so this is new. What the heck? Yeah, I'm getting all sorts of turned around in this room. Whoop! Oh, that's so cool how you, like, appear there. It's an ice wraith! Okay, let's switch over to Duskfang and Mehrunes Razor. Ice versus ice, who will win? Of course, me. I'm too powerful, you see. Ba-ba-ba. Deluxo2 says, I couldn't get into Black Myth Wukong. Did you like it? Yeah, we're going to finish it here on this stream at some point when I can fit in a stream of it. Yeah, that'll be where the series picks back up. I like it a lot. I think it's a good game. You know, I think when it came out, like, everybody was like, this is one of the best games of all time. It's like, I don't know about that. It's like, it's very solid, you know, new, like, open world, kind of Souls similar sort of game. Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was definitely quality. It had a lot of surprises in it that I was, like, really wowed at, especially the cutscenes after each chapter ends. Yeah, I liked it a lot. But I don't think it quite hit, like, you know, the level of hype when it first came out. Because a lot of the time these games will come out, people will go, like, crazy. Like, this is one of the best games of all time. And then you'll never hear anybody talk about it ever again after, like, a month. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's that sort of game a little bit. But it definitely did have more sticking power than typical games like that, though. Evan says, here in Cali, Mexican food, focus on sauce and not spice. I miss Tex-Mex. I love anything along the Mexican spectrum, however you want to say it. I love all of it. Actual, real, authentic Mexican food, or Tex-Mex, or, you know, crappy Taco Bell, or even, like, you know, step up with, like, a weird, like, Mexican chain that's kind of terrible quality. I just love all the flavors. It's all good to me. Okay. Still don't know where this helmet is, and that is disconcerting, but oh well. Mole. Anybody remember the classic movie, Master of Disguise? God, that movie's so good. Did I just get turned around again? I really need a photo. I don't think I did. But I think that's where we were looking at before, weren't we? Everything looks the same here. Mark says, I'm happy you're here on YouTube. Screw Twitch. I would have loved to make Twitch work, but, you know, with so many, like, ruptures to the community and different, again, starting and stopping series, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. With all that stuff, it's just like, you know, I think a lot of our core audience kind of checked out, which is fair enough, and I just don't think there was any coming back, no matter what I did. So I could really put forth, you know, as much effort as I possibly could over there, or I could start fresh here, and then this time not kind of make really stupid mistakes. And I think that's the move, personally. Whoop! What? I hate when it does that. Like, blue balls you. Whoop! The hell is... Get hit, Frost Atronak. You are not this powerful. You are not. What do you do? Oh, he's been doing a big, like, slam. He's doing a little Malphite... What was it? E? Malphite W? Where he slams down. Sasuke says, is there any way to add audio if you don't own a microphone? Are you talking about, like, doing, like, gameplay commentary? In what context do you mean? Is there any way to add audio if you don't own a microphone? I mean, it's not going to come from you. I mean, you could just... Oh, if you're talking about, like, adding your own, like, commentary or voices or whatever, I mean, yeah, you're going to need a microphone. You could maybe try to put together some weird, like, you know, system where you're using pre-existing assets or something, or AI. I mean, you could go AI, I guess, but some people don't like AI. You know, some people refuse to engage with AI if anything's made with it. So I would say your best bet is getting a microphone for sure. But it depends on what you're trying to make, basically. Obviously. Trey says, I'm on the fence about getting rid of Twitch altogether. The amount of ads is just insane. Yeah, I really don't know what's going on with Twitch these days. I pop in every now and then just to make sure, like, the account's doing fine or whatever, and just to kind of check in on some of my old mutuals, but outside of that, I really don't use Twitch for much of anything at this point. A lot of corruption happens in the Dakotas. Yeah, I really don't know anything about the Dakota. Like, I have no idea what's going on over there. North Dakota has Mount Rushmore, right? That's literally all I know. Don't know anything else about either state. Arpiazza says, only place I went to Colorado was to fly into Denver and drove to Steamboat Springs to elk hunt at my uncle's big-ass house and his land. I was young, but it seemed like a ritzy area. But not looking back. I don't even know where that is. Denver, obviously, but Steamboat Springs? Where the hell is that? Colorado's crazy, man. It's like, yeah, I'll have conversations with people, and they'll just mention, oh, have you been to B-Ball, Colorado? I'm like, no, what? Where the hell is that at? Never heard of B-Ball, Colorado, no. Okay, so we're going the right way. I'm going to look at that, remember. That's the way forward, but I want to dive into here and see if we can't find the mask, perhaps. Way down, deep down here. I don't even know what we're looking for. I do remember, like I said, being confused as to where the mask was and having to look it up, I think. Oh my god, is there nothing down here? Why would you put so many, like, big swimming areas? Oh, there's something to explore. He was a doctor. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, if you're rich, if you got money, Colorado has a lot for you. But if you make a modest living, it can be kind of a rough state to live in terms of cost. Please don't kill me. I just wanted to explore, please. Okay, let's heal up a little bit. Beulah is like 30 minutes southwest of Pueblo. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought Pueblo is probably the southest I've ever been, unless I've been to the Dune Park, whatever it's called, the Sand Dune Park. I've been to the Sand Dune National Park here in Colorado, which is pretty south. I'm not sure where that is, but Pueblo, yeah, I'm familiar with Pueblo. So southwest of that, that's even, yeah, because Pueblo's pretty south. So that's pretty crazy. It's even more south. Muad'Dib, the chosen one. Okay. Still no sign of the mask, but oh well. We'll find it. Duad says, if you all have to be a race of the Elder Scrolls, what would you be? I wouldn't be any like the normie races just because, you know, if you're going for fantasy race, why not dream big, right? So I wouldn't want to be, you know, Redguard or Breton or Imperial or Nord. You know, we have a lot of that stuff in our literal world. But GV Breton is half-elf. I know, but still. So yeah, none of the normie races. Argonian, no. Argonian could be cool, but it's just like such a shock to your system. Such a shock to your system in terms of like being a completely different, you know, reptile thing that like worships a tree or whatever. I probably would be an elf, and I think I would be... Oh, is it like through there? Is there like some little secret? Here, let's make a save here and try to do a little bit of exploration. Yeah, I'm thinking high elf because like you kind of get everything, you know? You kind of get like magical powers, you look really cool. You got a whole elven culture, you know, you're arrogant, obviously, but... Oh, that is just a flat-out... Wow, okay. Way to trick the player into thinking they can go there. Yeah, I would say probably high elf, although I would prefer, like, dark elf, but I just think if you choose dark elf, you're just, like... Especially if you're in Morrowind, you're gonna have a rough go. Much more so than I would imagine a high elf. I don't know much about, like, Somerset Isles, but I'm betting it's hoity-toity, comparatively. Northwest from Colorado City. What the hell is Colorado City? What? Wait, what's Colorado City? I don't even know what that is. Do I just like not know these major towns, cities, whatever? Okay, I think I'm just gonna look up where the mask is because I really have no clue. And plus, we've already looted these chests. I didn't loot this one though. Interesting. I think Black Myth Wukong will have some staying power. They're going to release DLC and a few sequels. It's not perfect, but I love it. Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, I didn't really mean what I said by that. I think I was trying to just say, like, when a game like that comes out, I feel like people are, like, really quick to be like, this is one of the top 10 games that has ever released. It's like, okay, I don't really think I believe that. But, yeah, Black Myth Wukong is definitely, like, special. It's got a level of, like, specialness to it, more quality than something like that, so... Yeah, I think it'll have more staying power than I originally said, but I also don't think it's like, you know, one of the top 10 games of all time, basically. Sasuke says we make a 100% Starfield playthrough. Probably not, because they decided to go procedural with it, and I have zero interest in 100%ing, you know, nonsense, not even designed by a human being, you know what I mean? So most likely not, but all content could happen, you know, which kind of depends on when I can get back to it. Call the Ghost says, do you feel like Skyrim has died out? I mean, sure, it's not really, like, relevant, but, you know, I think it's still a fun game to return to and play for fun, basically, which is why we're doing it. Sam says, any update with the lost kitty? Yeah, we have named her Tully, because if you don't know, this cat right here is named Yen, after Targaryen in the Song of Ice and Fire, who always likes to block the camera perfectly, which is crazy. And then also our other cat is Greyjoy off of A Song of Ice and Fire as well, and then so we decided to call her Tully, which is another house in Game of Thrones / A Song of Ice and Fire. And yeah, she's real sweet. So we took her to the vet. Okay, first of all, let me try to figure out where this mask is so we're actually doing something while I'm talking about this. Forgotten Seasons Winter Mask. Where the heck was this thing? While following the path, you'll see a large pipe and ahead what looks like a room you can't get to. To the left is a small area with a broken large pipe you can jump onto. That pipe takes you to a gate in another room. Drop into the water, find a secret passage, follow a ramp up to where you need to check a room with a Centurion. While following the path, you'll see a large pipe and ahead what looks like a room you can't get to. Okay, but there's like a lot of rooms here. So I don't know where that one's supposed to be. In the inlet with the ice wraiths, there's a pipe leading up to the area with a mask and a dwarven Centurion that's immune to frost. Okay. So anyways, yeah, cat update. Yeah, we took her to the vet. She went to the bathroom on the way, and it was horrendous. Like, I'm really worried. Like, listen, I would love to, like, adopt this cat. She's an extreme, you know, sweetheart. We love her. But, you know, her bowel movements and stuff don't seem correct. We have to keep her strictly, like, separated from my cats in case she has, you know, FIV or whatever that is. Forced evolutionary virus. And then, yeah, you know, her breath does not smell good, so she might have dental issues and all this stuff. So basically, it's like, yeah, if we adopt her, okay, you know, $1,000 to $2,000 in vet bills or something. I don't know. I don't know how much it would cost, but yeah, I'm not really down to sign up for that for like a random cat. But she's extremely sweet. We like her a lot. She's older. The vet told us that I took her to. Apparently she's older. I thought she was a young cat, but apparently she's an older kitty. She definitely Wait. Oh, this is where we start. Oh, this is where we start. Okay, so we got to get back to the ice wraith part. God, it's just, this place is so confusing to me. So yeah. So I don't know. You know, best case scenario, we find some sort of like haven for her, because apparently it's illegal to rehome a cat. I don't know. It's just like, I really hate like trying to do the right thing with a pet, right? Like we see this cat and we're like, okay, let's help this cat, right? So we take her and we feed her. You know, she's got way more energy now. She's doing, like, way better than when we found her. And, you know, I try to look online. I'm like, okay, so what's the best, you know, situation to move forward with this cat and get her to the right place? And then you just get all these people like, you can't do this. You can't. It's like, oh, my God. I'm just trying to, like, be a good person and, like, make sure this cat is, like, taken care of. And, like, you know, I don't know. There's all sorts of legal crap and all this garbage. So it's, like, it's just really annoying because, like, bro, I'm just trying to get this cat safe. It just feels like the universe is just like, no, you have to jump through 50,000 hoops to try and, like, keep this cat alive. But also, if we just adopt it, yeah, we have to, you know, make sure that she can't give anything to our cats. And there's probably, like, a whole bunch of hidden vet bills that we'll have to pay, which, like I said, I'm not really down to sign up for. So, all of that to say, we're looking at her options right now, but we do like her a lot. She's extremely sweet. She's an older kitty with probably some health issues as far as we can tell. So, yeah, we just got to basically figure out what comes next. Because there's no microchip, so she's got, like, no owner as far as we can tell. Or, you know, we looked at all the lost pets and everything like that, and there's no, you know, any sort of, like, lost posting about her or anything like that either. So, yeah. Just trying to figure out what would be the best next move, you know? Okay, I think it was through here. Then this is where we saw the ice wraith, right? So now we're looking for some sort of pipe here. What's your favorite secret weapon, says Jesse Gann. What do you mean by secret weapon? Do you mean like unique weapon or like hidden weapon? What do you mean by secret? Okay, let me know if you see the pipe, folks, because I'm not exactly sure what we're looking for. We're looking at some sort of broken pipe here. Steamboat is 150 miles northeast of Denver. Yeah, that would make sense. I've never really been that far, like, north of Denver. I think, like, a little bit north of Denver is how far I've gone north, you know. When I first moved to Cali, I was surprised that the entire state didn't just vote Democrat. You got Republican voters in Eastern California and in San Diego, where I live. Yeah, there's usually like a pocket, right? I've noticed for political stuff. There's usually like a pocket no matter where you live. Like in North Carolina, you know, which from what I can tell is pretty red-leaning. You got like an entire, you know, left-leaning area near Asheville and stuff, right? But then also, like, you know, in Texas, you got Austin, Texas, which is pretty left-leaning, whereas the rest of the entire state is, like, right-leaning. So that's always interesting. I kind of like that there's, like, that duality, you know? Okay, I guess it's past this room, because I'm not really seeing anything we can really interact with. So I'm assuming it's past this, hopefully. Yeah, they said the ice wraith, so we definitely should be near it. What's up, Batku says Morrowind is a rough place. Yeah, I mean, Dark Elf is my favorite, like, race in the Elder Scrolls. But if you're choosing to be a Dark Elf, you're choosing a life of hardship in a lot of ways. So I don't know if I want that. So I'd probably choose a High Elf to have the elf stuff, but also kind of have a higher quality of life. Which I'm assuming, because I don't really know, you know, exactly too much about. I don't know exactly too much about Somerset Isles or whatever. Yo, Kurt Forkum, thank you so much for the brand new GV membership. Enjoy the early videos. Probably tonight, new episode of Red Dead if you're all caught up. Not probably, I will definitely upload more Red Dead tonight, so check that out. Thank you very much. I hope YouTube adds more integration for member stuff because, yeah, the ability to go from members only to scheduled or whatever is extremely nice. So just keep an eye out. But thank you very much, Kurt. Very much appreciated. What's up, Kevin? Sorry, chat's moving a bit. Try not to miss anything. Kevin says, you lift today? If so, what did you train, or was it an off day? It was an off day today. I was considering, because I do have a bonus like abs and cardio and biceps day, so I was considering doing that today, but I was like, I feel like more like it should be a, you know, recovery day. So, yeah, no, it's an off day today, but I'm excited to go back. I was kind of craving the gym today. Okay, so it's got to be like these pipes, or like maybe, yeah, it's got to be like right here. There's got to be some like secret room or something. The question is where? Where is the secret pipe? Town, city, and Skyrim, where would you live? I would live in Solitude, probably number one. I would definitely live in Markarth if there was not the whole Forsworn conspiracy, you know, the guards being corrupt and all that crap. It's just like I feel like I'm going to get killed in my sleep by the Forsworn one day. You know what I mean? So I think Solitude. Solitude is kind of like nice living, I feel like. Where the heck is this freaking mask at? I don't see what they're talking about. Some sort of pipe. I shouldn't have jumped down here either because now I'm locked to this zone. Hopefully it's here, though. It's got to be one of these pipes, like, right here that they're talking about. There's the conduit. What pipe are they describing? I don't get it. And if we go there, that's, like, back to the start. Am I literally going to have to, like, look up a YouTube video of this because I really do not know what they're talking about. Like I said, I remember this being definitely, like, super hidden. What's up, Pestilent? Welcome in. 2 cats I found as kittens in a garage like 9 years ago, right before winter. Couldn't leave them, so I took them both, and they have been great little girls. Yeah, trust me. I mean, I really want to adopt her. I really do. And that would be the easiest option, and she's very sweet, definitely deserves it, but I just cannot really do, like, $2,000 of vet bills right now. That's just really cannot happen. So it is what it is. Called it Oscar Kitten. Look up the 2020 election by country. Literally every single state is all red except for the few cities that each one are blue. It's like that for every single state in California. Yeah. I mean, Cynthia and I were discussing that. It's kind of like, yeah, that's how it is. Like, usually the big cities are left-leaning. The more rural areas or whatever are red-leaning, obviously. So the metropolis zones are typically the blue zones, as far as I can tell. Where the heck is this freaking place? All right, let's catch up with chat, and then I'm going to look this place up, because I really don't know where the heck this pipe is supposed to be. GamerDoc says, you could live in Pennsylvania like me, where the neighboring county is being said to likely decide the entire election. Yeah, I know people do not like that sort of situation. I am not. I've actually been getting more political, which is weird because I know when you get older, people always say you turn into a Republican if you were a Democrat or whatever, which I've definitely noticed like some of my ideals are shifting as I get older, but also I am getting more interested in political stuff. I've been more interested in like this election than I have ever been, which I've truly been like apolitical in the past. But outside of that, yeah, I try not to get too much into it because I know it's just, asking for misery, basically, a lot of the time. The heck is this stupid pipe? What's up, Shaco Bede, who says, been on my journey of mental health journey, lots of mental health days, but started a new job at AT&T, which is basically just sales. Back in my hometown, on to better things. Nice. Hope the job goes well for you. Always exciting to have a new opportunity. What's up, Luke Medcalf, who says, hi, GV, never caught a stream before, loving the Red Dead series. Skyrim content is always gold. Have you ever traveled outside the U.S.? What's up, Luke? No. I would love to go to Japan. I would love to go to Europe. Outside of that, nope, I have never been outside of the U.S. Been to a lot of different U.S. places, but not outside. But I would love to go to Japan, number one. What's up, Desu? Welcome in. What's up, Hrusky alias Dynamo? Welcome in. Doing pretty well. Call the Ghost says only OGs remember Fenrir Dragonbane. That was like my character that I just got to level 81 to kind of like open the world, right? Man, that's an old reference. What's up, Squid? Welcome in. I would live in Fall Creek. That reminds me so much of Colorado. Fall Creek would be very nice. There's nothing going on there, right? Just kind of, what's his name? Oh, you got the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary, but I guess they'll leave you alone. Plus, you got Clavicus Vile, but he's not even close. That's just where it starts. And then I know they're like a political zone, though, right? They're always like up for getting conquered or whatever. Fall Creek, but outside of that, yeah, that would be a nice place. I'd be down for that. Chico says, but 3 Cats is awesome. My middle-aged cat used to baby the youngest like it was mothering it or being older sibling mentoring it. Yeah, I mean. I would love it. She is very sweet. She has been crawling on top of me in the nighttime and sleeping on my chest. She's extremely sweet. We love her. But, yeah. I also have to be an adult and just be like, there's no way in hell. She's a purr factory and I love her, but she's very likely needs a new set of dentures. Yeah, there's definitely an odor coming from her mouth. And she seems to eat particular... She eats in a particular way. Fall Creek or Rorikstead. Rorikstead's a little too small. I would need like a bigger city for me. Litter boxes, vet cut. Yes, there's 1,000 like hidden costs with taking on a new cat, especially, or a dog, obviously. But yeah, because there's just a whole bunch of stuff that would have to happen. Yeah, we don't want to put her down or anything. There's other options than that, but just trying to figure out the best way. Colorado does ranked choice voting, or people are advocating for it if I'm confused. State, local, not federal. I don't even know what that means. Ranked choice voting? What is that? What is ranked choice voting? Helgen? Fantastic place to live. Especially pre-dragon. I went to Cabo. Forgot to keep asking for no ice in my drinks and caught the bug? Oh, that's a thing? Because, like, the water melts and then you get, like, a bug? Oh, God. Desu says, been replaying God of War 2018 and now God of War Ragnarok. Ragnarok is such a damn good game. Yeah, I know. That's the number one on my list now that I got to get to. We're doing Pikmin 2, Cindy and I off camera, which is... Oh, God, I love Pikmin so much. Having such a blast with that. But after that, I will probably... Or I might restart God of War Ragnarok and then actually go all the way through this time. Forgotten Seasons. Dude, where is this mask? It's, like, really throwing me off here. Skyrim AE, Forgotten Seasons. Is there like some guide or something? Like, where is this stupid pipe? The Dwarven Crown. Okay. So, Mask of Winter. Help me out, UESP. The Dwarven Winter Visage is found in the Winter's Chimes, blah, 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 in a hidden area that can be challenging to find. It's located in the second section after you make the first jump. Okay, so you make the jump, you go into the water, and you come back up, right? It is off the short hallway containing frosted dwarven spiders through a dwarven gate that is raised above ground level. The gate must be reached by climbing up a bank of snow and a sloped dwarven pipe as pictured above. From the gate, you must dive into the water through a short underwater passage to access... Oh, Jesus Christ, where is this? Okay, there's like a frozen pipe, but like I didn't see it anywhere. Oh my God, dude, this is so annoying to like locate. Now I'm like down here, so I think I gotta do the whole thing again unless I use TCL. Or wait, can I go backwards? Blah, 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 blah. Can I go back this way? Where is this frozen freaking pipe? It's not down here, right? It doesn't say, like, go into the water at all. It just says there's some freaking frozen pipe somewhere that I cannot find for the life of me. I don't know where these, like, spiders were either. Although I guess I could go back through and try to find the bodies of the spiders. Okay, so you start back down there, right? And then you come over here and you jump off of this, I do believe. Here, let me get up. Get up! Get on up! Get up! God, this is like my worst nightmare. Falling through the ice, not being able to get back up. Okay, so you come over here, and then you jump down into this, and then we're looking for, like, dead dwarven spider carcasses, I guess. I would live in Daggerfall Town. You get to wake up in a procedurally different place every day. Yeah, not my style, but to each their own. Wait, it's that? This doesn't even look... Okay, it's this right here. What the heck? How did I miss this? It's that. Yep. I don't think you're supposed to get up to it like this, but I will take it. Okay. How did I miss that? I was literally looking for a pipe, but they said they said near the ice wraiths, which either is like incorrect or I don't know. Okay, so here we go. And then I think we go this way, and then up here, and then I think I can see the Centurion, because, yep, they said there was a Centurion guarding it. So we got to do a big old stealth hit. What's up, Rob, who says, live stream Red Dead Redemption 2, please. We most likely will, yeah. I mean, in the old days on Twitch, we used to do... Wait, what? Is this just the... No, that's the mask. I was going to say, is this just the conduit that we have to disable again? Wait, this guy's already dead. What? Oh, he's a frosted version, too. Yeah, the old days on Twitch, we used to do live-streamed episodes. Like, every Friday, I would do, like, a live-streamed episode, then stream it on Twitch, and then upload it to the main YouTube channel. So, we could do that. I could do, like, a live episode of Red Dead and then upload it as an episode. Or, I could just stream, like, all the, boring stuff to like grind out or whatever, which we're definitely gonna do, because I would like to get gold medals and like all the stuff, although that might be like a huge undertaking that I'm not realizing, which is most likely. Okay, I still have like, okay, what do we got? Mayhem, Harmony, don't need that. Fury, just Flame Cloak, don't need that. Scroll of Dread Zombie, Storm Atronac, and Blizzard. What do we have for food? Cooked pogfish and tomatoes. Okay. So, killed that guy, and then how does that open this thing, though? But yeah, we'll be streaming Red Dead without a doubt. Like, either to grind out some of the hunting challenges or gold challenges or whatever the heck, or just to do, like, live episodes. Just want to get my foot in the door with streaming here on YouTube first before we start, doing all that. Okay, Dwarven Winter Visage. There it is, and it's freaking not even quest-related, so I'm once again over-encumbered, for the love of God. How much does this weigh? 1, so I would like to keep that. How many soul gems? We got like 1 million. Yeah. Let's drop those. Black soul gems, which are empty. I don't think I really need those. We can drop those. Not a great thing to drop, but yeah, no. Helgen? I was sweet on a girl from there. Call the Ghost says, GV, are you an Assassin's Creed fan? If so, do you have a favorite? Yeah. I wouldn't say like I'm a mega fan, but I have put a lot of hours into it, and I definitely have a favorite without a doubt. Yeah, back in the day, I saw my friend play Assassin's Creed 1, and I played it after. I think I borrowed it from him. I liked it. I would say I loved it. Assassin's Creed 2, fully on board at that point. The Ezio trilogy, as everybody knows, is amazing. Really good stuff. Love the Ezio trilogy. I even liked, what was the weird one? I think we go this way to get back. What was the weird one? Brotherhood. It was Assassin's Creed 2, then Brotherhood, then Revelations? Is that what it is? I even like that one. And then I did 100% 3, which was actually some of the first videos ever on this channel, was guides for 3, which still I'll get a comment about every now and then. And then that's where I kind of left off, and then on Twitch not too long ago. We beat Black Flag for the first time, and I loved it. Loved it to death. And then did Odyssey and Origins as well, which I both liked a lot. Definitely liked Odyssey better because I'm just a Greek mythology guy. I wonder if I can whirlwind sprint over to that because that would just save us a whole lot of trouble. So let's save here. So yeah, to answer your question... Oh, it makes you drop instantly. That's so cheap. Yeah, I would say Black Flag. I loved... Black Flag was very good. I think that was really a high point of the series. And if you're talking about like the newer stuff, you know, where they kind of changed the style of it, then I would say Odyssey. But yeah, classic Assassin's Creed for sure. Black Flag. Great game. Too long to explain. Look it up sometime. Yeah, what is it called again? Voter choice or something? Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Wagwan. What's up, George? Welcome in. Hello, hello. Wacky Woohoo Pizza Man. Love that name. Says there's only 3 games I'm looking for this year: Dead Rising Remastered Deluxe Edition, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and Silent Hill 2 Remake. I want to play all of those. I especially want to play Silent Hill. We may do that later in this month. We'll see. I would like to get some spooky games in. I've kind of been buying too many games lately, so I don't know about buying another new release, but I do want to play Silent Hill. I've never played a Silent Hill game in my life, and I know the new one is getting good reviews, right? Dead Rising, never played either. And then Sparking Zero. Never played a DBZ game, but I've been hearing extremely good things, and it looks really good. I'm interested in all of those games quite a bit. Okay, so we go here, and then it's at the bottom right, because this just keeps going, right? So I think we go down there to get back to the beginning, if I do remember correctly. Trey says, not to get too depressing or anything, but apparently one of the One Direction guys just died a few hours ago. Oh, like in bad circumstances, or like I guess, what does it matter really? But well, I don't know anything about any of those men, but rest in peace, whoever it was. What's up, Philip, who says, how about doing a hardcore roleplay walkthrough on Skyrim? I mean, at this point, I've pretty much covered, like, the playthrough style. If we ever do another playthrough of Skyrim on this channel, it'll probably be either Enderall, a replay through, because I know for a fact I would do way better, and it's been long enough that, like, I would love it. So yeah, we'd either do Enderall again, or we would do a modded playthrough of Skyrim, like a full-on modded, because I mean that would be the one thing that would be like very new for me. So yeah, if we do another Skyrim playthrough ever, it'll most likely be a modded playthrough, because Enderall's kind of its own thing. It's kind of not the same. But as far as just like a standard like walkthrough or something, I mean, I've done a lot of that at this point. It would be just kind of treading new ground, treading the same ground, you know what I mean? That's why we're doing this, because all this stuff is new to me, except for some of the stuff I already completed, like this quest, ironically enough. Okay, so we got to raid Spring. So let's catch it with the chat, and then we will read Spring and do Spring. Call of the Ghost as a hard... Oh, you said hardcore, though, yeah. What do you mean by hardcore? Are you just saying, like, only do the roleplay? Like, basically just be the roleplayed character? What does hardcore mean? Is that like a mod, or are you talking about like survival or something? Jose says, how long is Red Dead Redemption 2? Very long. Actually, it might not be as dense as I thought originally, but it's a very dense game. It's like I said, it's going to be an adventure. It's, yeah. I'm hoping people are down for the adventure like they were with Skyrim way back in the day, because it's going to be a long series. Desu says, personally, I think you should keep Red Dead Redemption 2 story-related content as dedicated YouTube episodes. No, yeah, I agree. The only thing is, like, we used to do dedicated episodes where I basically would not talk to the chat, turn off alerts, do it live just for people that want to watch it live, and then take that and put it on YouTube. So, I mean, it would still be, you know, a dedicated episode, but... Oh, yeah, I don't know. That's just what we did back in the day. RP, as it says, Ezio Trilogy actually had good puzzles. I remember loving it, but I have not played it since release, so I have no idea how it holds up. But I know people still love the Ezio Trilogy a lot. GamerDoc says, the weird one as in Unity, Notre Dame. Got that one for free after the Notre Dame fire? What the hell? They gave that out for free? Mwah. Never played Unity, never played Syndicate, never played... There's like one more weird one. I kind of skipped like those 3 like odder games or whatever. Yeah, I didn't play Unity, didn't play Syndicate. There's like one more that I'm forgetting, I think. But outside of that, I think I've played all of them all the mainline ones. I 100%ed Mirage somewhat recently, which was very average. Mirage is absolutely horrible. It was just very, like, dated and like an average game. You could tell it was a budget Assassin's Creed. It was fine. It just was like, okay, I did it. I'll never think about this game again. RPaz says, no game will ever compare to those AC Origins boss fights in the desert. Yeah, I remember those. My thing with, like, people love Origins, and my thing is, like, man, if you're doing all the content, like, near the end, the combat gets really boring. Like, I just remember having the double knives or whatever and trying to get out of combat ASAP because it was so, like, just the same thing, rinse and repeat. Odyssey, like, built on everything. Like, I was really surprised with how much Odyssey kind of did with that game. Yeah, Black Flag, I would say, was peak. Black Flag was freaking awesome. I love that game. Would love a GTA 4 playthrough? Yeah, GTA 4 is weird. It's like I loved it so much, but I also don't really feel that much of like a want. If I do GTA, it'll either be 6 when it comes out or San Andreas, because I never played it, most likely. Call the Ghost says, have you ever played Ghost of Tsushima? Yes. I just answered this question on a comment earlier today. Yeah, I platinumed it, did everything in it when it first came out. Very good game. Only thing is, my one negative, just kind of like with the Marvel Spider-Man, is like near the end, if you're doing everything, the combat, again, kind of, I wish there was just a little bit, like 10 to 20% more to like kind of flesh it out near the end, because it just gets a little repetitive. But outside of that, yeah, very good game. Liked it a lot. 100%ed it. He fell out of his hotel? What the hell? He fell from a balcony? Just like drunk or just a freak accident? Damn. Yeah, rest in peace. Apex, what about it? Never played it. I was definitely interested. I was invested in the RDR2 first person. I think you should do a bit of that in cinematic camera mode. I'll try. Cinematic camera mode is just so weird. It's like you got to still control while you're doing it. Sometimes it takes over control. Other times you still got to control, but then do it with the weird angle. Very weird. I do want to switch to first person, though. First person was very fun, so we'll probably do that at least a little bit. Dead at 31. Yep, rest in peace. Yo, what's up? Killjoy, welcome in. GTA Chinatown? What is that? I don't even know what that is. Never even heard of it. Duad says, I like the Ezio games, but Assassin's Creed 1 is my favorite. Simple, but I can get immersed in. I do the information gathering, the planning. I felt like I am the assassin. I think Assassin's Creed 1 was very good and obviously like a great start for a new series. I just think the other games build on it so much, you know. But yeah, no, I mean, Altair and everything in Assassin's Creed 1 was great. I love the modern day stuff, which people always hate, but I always like that weird stuff. Jose says, have you played the first Red Dead? Yes. Red Dead was the first video I ever uploaded to the Grohlvana channel, and I have no clue why the hell I deleted it, but yeah, first video ever was an Avatar award guide, and it got 500,000 views on YouTube way back in like 2012 or whatever the heck that was. Yeah, I loved it, man. I love that game. I really need to play it, and I've never played Undead Nightmare, and I know people love that DLC, so we'll have to do that at some point. GTA Chinatown is on DS? The hell? There's a DS GTA? Yeah, I didn't even know that existed. Philip says, do you plan on playing Assassin's Creed Shadows? Probably not. If it comes out and it gets like really good reviews and people are really liking it and I see the gameplay and it looks good, I might consider it. But honestly, based on everything I've seen, I'm really not impressed. It just looks kind of like middle of the line, honestly. Like I remember they released like the grappling hook trailer and I was just like, this seems kind of dated. I don't know, man. Especially with like a new Ghost game coming out. I don't know. I just feel like it's not going to stack up to Ghost of Tsushima and similar things. Evan says, I feel like by killing that person in that, Ubisoft lost its focus. Most people didn't like the modern day storyline, but the modern day stuff could have been written in an interesting way. I love the modern day stuff. I really never understood why people hated it. I honestly love that stuff. It was really interesting to me. But yeah, that was a choice. Trey says Odyssey's ending with the tie-in to the modern-day storyline is amazing. I don't even remember. How does it tie? Oh, yeah, I do vaguely remember it. Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. Now I'm remembering it. And finally, Chaco says, maybe something more into the lore while still doing futuristic stuff and bounce between like they've done in the past. New protagonist with less MMO and more immersive and fluid. Well, you know, they tried going back to the basics with Mirage, but Mirage was just so uninspired. It was a fine game, very, like, forgettable. Somewhat of a satisfying 100%, but, you know, I was just like, man, I really regret spending full price on this game. But I think they should go back to the basics and just really do it well with like a very good, you know, budget and design philosophy and whatever. I think that would work super well, not phone it in like Mirage. I would personally prefer that as to another like Odyssey gigantic world and MMO elements and all that. I don't need that. It was good in Odyssey, it was good in Origins, but I making a new Assassin's Creed in that classic style, but like really like kind of modernized, I think would really interest me again. Okay. The final season, Spring. Spring greeted me with a splash of color as beautiful flowers were scattered across the halls of metal and stone. There were even animals sauntering about, feeding off the vegetation warmed by the artificial light. Unfortunately, our journey through this horrific sight of beauty was soon delayed by a most peculiar obstruction. Thick, gnarled roots blocked the passageways, halting our progress. Perhaps the Dwemer had found nature to be cumbersome, and saw spring as nothing more than a season of suffering. While the mercenaries labored to cut through the bark, my strong perception allowed me to notice strange spriggans shambling through the artificial forests. As I brushed aside it, the roots quivered as if their tendrils were an extension of the forest creature. Were these spriggans the tenders of the gardens, or just a consequence of its existence? Regardless, if we could somehow sever the connection between the spriggans and the roots, we might find a way deeper deeper into the ruins. Okay, so that's this entire book read. So yeah, we gotta sever the connection between the spriggans and the roots. I don't really remember this one at all. We also got to find the mask, so let's keep an eye out for that. But I just remember the winter one being confusing as hell. I don't remember any of the other ones being confusing, so hopefully we'll find it a little easier. Mercenary. Oh, it's got 2 notes. Interesting. Call the Ghost says you should walk through the remastered Ezio trilogy. If I did the new Ezio trilogy, I probably would just do it off camera, honestly. I don't think, I have a feeling there wouldn't be too many people interested in that, but who knows? Could be wrong. There could be like a massive pocket of my audience that would love to see more Assassin's Creed. But, yeah, it probably would be an off-camera thing, I would think. Trying to make it inside, but thick roots are barring the way. The boss says the branches are connected to the spriggans, so stabbing one might make them flinch, but it's kind of hard to stab what you can't see. Oh, they're like invisible spriggans? Notes on the drone fly? With spring comes pollen, mold, and the specter of disease. The Dwemer knew this as well and took steps to counter it. If you spot a dwarven dronefly buzzing about, good. You're already leagues ahead of the average mercenary, being both literate and attentive. Simply toss one in the air and these miniature metal insects will aerate the space around you, granting you resistance to poison and improving your stamina. As an added bonus, they'll also alleviate you of any excuses should you feel the need to turn back. What? I do not remember this at all. What? There's like little drones that buff your stamina? What the heck? Okay. Well, we got a Spriggan over there and some roots blocking our passage, so we're just walking up and killing this chick. Hello. Goodbye. Yeah, why do they say you can't see them? You can clearly see them. Okay, so that reveals that. Now, does that reveal this one over here? No. Okay. So I have to keep an eye out for the mask and also these drone flies, whatever those are. Trey Patterson says Cassandra. Yes, yeah, I do remember that. It was a little jarring when that reveal happens. Yeah, Cassandra was a great character. I liked her a lot. Cool, Assassin's Creed protag. Dwarven boats, you see. Evan says, whoops, shouldn't have spoiled. You guys can spoil. I don't really care. I mean, obviously, don't go out of your way to spoil stuff, especially if it's new and relevant or whatever. It's just, I personally choose to never spoil stuff just because, you know, let's say someone's watching this stream in the future and they're like, oh boy, I'm going to start Assassin's Creed Odyssey tomorrow. And then they hear me say that and they're like, what the what? You know what I mean? So I just choose to typically be cautious with spoiling things just because people listen to what I say. And you never know, you know? You never know, who might be playing something for the first time, so But I don't really care if you guys spoil anything in the chat. I just read it in a certain way, you know? Okay. Boop. Oh. You survived. But no, you don't survive. Okay, so that opened this, I'm assuming. Okay, that opened that route, but there's something back over here. What did we miss? Something this way. Desu says Valhalla was that. Oh, yeah, I always forget Valhalla exists. I always forget that. Valhalla was actually decent. World was awesome. Gameplay and combat was where it struggled, as with Origins and Odyssey. Yeah, I have, like, no interest in Valhalla. I don't know. Everything I ever heard about it, people were just saying it was mediocre on certain levels, and also, like, you know, very buggy and all that stuff, at least when it released. So, I don't know, it just kind of turned me off of wanting to play it. But I know there's a lot of weird stuff, especially, like, the Nordic mythology and all that sort of things, all those sort of things. So, maybe it's worth the play. I've heard good things, too. I don't know. It's kind of turned off of it. Okay. And oh my god. The bear summon. Epic. The bear. Goodbye. Alright, we gotta kill these summoners here. Pale Nighthawk says, hey, I caught alive, going back to the beginning. Well, enjoy. See you in the future, I guess, right? Blooming Spriggan. How dare you heal? You must leave, bear. It's the rules. Your summoner is dead. You cannot exist. It's the rules. BP Bahu. Bahu Ba Pa. Yo, what's up, Benny Stringbean? Welcome in. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Hello, Mr. Benny. The bear claws. Okay. What are they talking about? The dwarven drone flies. Is that a thing? I don't think I've seen one. There's a little rabbit over there, though. My Red Dead is kicking in. I'm like, gotta hunt it. But no. What's happening there? So this is poison? But poison typically does not do much in Skyrim. I love Valhalla, but it needs to be much shorter or much smaller. Yeah, that's the other thing. I've heard it's, like, crazy long. And it's just like, I don't know. If it's, like, an insanely long, average Assassin's Creed game, it's just like, I don't have much interest in it. Like, Mirage was nice and short. If it was, like, crazy long, I would be so done with that game, because it just was not engaging enough to, you know, warrant a super long playtime. You know what I mean? Chaco says, I can't wait to watch the newer games where you play them. I think you should record off-camera games and maybe put it on another channel or TikTok as an extra for people who want to watch more, kind of sort of like you do with shorts on YouTube, but part series for more interaction. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about this a lot. It's like, I really do love doing Let's Plays. I really do love, you know, showing a game and the positives and the negatives and everything like that. It makes me happy to do that. At the same time, I just think if you're working with the Let's Play format, you know, you're working at a disadvantage, because obviously a lot of Let's Players and a lot of the Let's Play style has gone the way of the dodo. So I'm just basically trying to figure out currently, like, okay, can we make it work? If I'm really putting in the effort, if I'm really, you know, in my opinion, making a good series, can we make it happen? Because I would love to. I mean, I really love doing it. And, you know, I needed to, like I said, get my life back on track in a lot of ways and get healthier so I could produce good content, yada, yada, yada. But, yeah, it's like I really want to do it. I really want to make some good stuff on this channel, on GV and Chill, the first 3 channels. There's the Patreon channel as well, where we're doing playthroughs on, you know, all of them. But yeah, I just don't know. I don't know if I have to elevate it, because, you know, my style is like, I just like showing the whole game from start to finish. And I don't really like cutting out a lot, because I want to show every facet of a video game. Like, Red Dead is great for that, because there's literally non-stop crazy things that happen. Like, it's just nuts. So, yeah, all of that to say basically that, like, I would love to do more. I mean, I'm very much enjoying, you know, doing what I'm doing. I just don't know if it's going to take time to kind of, like, you know, build that into something, again, where people are really engaging with it in a good way, or, you know, if you just cannot do Let's Plays anymore, if it's, like, basically impossible, unless you started from the beginning, like, never stop doing it, which obviously we've had a lot of ups and downs. So all of that to say, like, yeah, I would love to play all sorts of stuff and even do more than I'm currently doing, which already is a lot. But yeah, just trying to kind of figure out what works and doesn't work, and kind of trying to hone my craft, you know. So we're in a figuring things out sort of stage at the moment. But who knows? Who knows? GV Greymane or Battleboard. I always get them confused, so I don't know. Battleboard because it sounds cooler, I guess. I literally always confuse those two. Constantly. Okay, Apprentice Chest. Alien Romulus. I liked it. I liked Romulus. I think it has some issues, but it really brought me into the fold near the end of it. Like, the last act of Alien Romulus, I really liked. And some people don't. Some people, I think, hate it, but it really brought me into the fold. I was like, okay, this convinced me near the end. Outside of that, yeah, it just kind of, you know, it tries to hit the same beats as, like, Alien, which, you know, some people might like, obviously. I would like to see it kind of become its own movie a little bit more, but near the end, it got me, so I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Thought it had a merit, especially compared to a lot of the other Alien films that have just been like, what the hell are they even doing? Hello? Goodbye. I love Norse mythology, but I don't think it's ever going to be done better at a video game than God of War and Ragnarok did. Probably not, just because God of War is obviously set up as a series to be like a love letter to mythologies. You know what I mean? They do it so well because they just do it in such an interesting way, especially the more mature tone of the newer God of War games. So yeah, I agree. I don't think anyone's really going to be able to do it better, except for like Hades with, you know, Hades' own style, but that's quite different, obviously, comparatively. But yeah, I love the way God of War does it. It's just a really cool implementation. And I'm not even that big a fan of like Nordic mythology, but it just makes me really interested in it, you know? Okay, we got a little bramble lady. Let's do that. Let's do that. Alex Quaid says Valhalla is crazy long. I liked it but didn't finish it. Yeah, that's honestly a turnoff for me. I really do not like when games are overly long. Like, you know, maybe when I was young and I would get a video game once every blue moon because we had no money and stuff. Like, okay, but like, you know, you get every ounce of playability out of it. But like these days, it's like, God, I just have so much stuff to play. It's like, you know, I really don't like games that are overly long. It's just, it's honestly a negative for me, as opposed to a positive. Whoa, this is a long hallway. Okay, no sign of the mask yet. Hopefully we see it somewhere. What's up, Rafat Isaac, who says, are you into first-person shooters like Call of Duty? It depends on the era of gaming for me. Like, you know, during the big Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, all that stuff. You know, I was huge on it, loved playing it with my friends, had a ton of fun. These days, if I'm going to play an FPS, it usually has to have some sort of, like, weird thing about it, something that draws me to it. I'm not a big multiplayer game player these days, so it really just depends if there's, like, some cool... You know, like Doom Eternal, for instance. I love Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, so if they make a... Oh, yeah, Doom Middle Ages or whatever, Medieval... Doom Medieval, whatever it's called. Yeah, like, I'll play that for sure, because it's got, you know, it's like a... It's got creativity to it. As far as just, like, a military shooter, number 15, I don't really get much out of it these days. I'm sure I would like it. Like, you know, me and a streamer friend had like a wager on Twitch a while back. They won the wager, so they decided what I played next, and they decided the new Call of Duty, Cold War, Black Ops, whatever the hell, at the time, and I loved it. Like, it was a lot of fun, but I just don't go out of my way to play it, you know, basically. Pretty much. Much life stuff is going on recently. Got myself a new car, finished my playthrough of KCD. What a game. Oh, yeah. That game is so good. Congrats on the car. Congrats on the finishing. Ooh. Vardenkund Spring Key. Okay. Glad I searched that body. Where is the mask? Don't make me go through this entire thing again, please. I've been trying to look around. I just can't find it. Tips and guides without the playthrough, just sort of short dip in. It's definitely the style of short form content that I need to be making. You know, I resisted making short-form content for a long time, but yeah, it's fun. You know, like I said, it's very fun for me to make. I do like having like a weird thing in a game and then just like making a whole minute about it that you have to kind of like balance making that minute because you only have a minute to talk about it, right? So you have to kind of like find a good way to balance it out. I enjoy that a lot. So yeah, it's definitely the type of short form content that I think I was born to make, as opposed to all of the gimmicks that everyone does these days with like putting walnuts in your ear and pulling it out with tweezers just to get you to watch whatever's happening on the left side of the screen. Just, oh God, I hate the culture of short form content, but I do enjoy making, you know, the stuff. Okay, so there's a dwarven drone fly. Yeah, okay. So I guess that's just a stamina buff? Okay, and there's the conduit. No sign of the mask, though. That's not good. Jose says, is Anniversary Edition worth buying? I would say so, yeah. I mean, if it's like $20 or free for you, depending. I would say it's definitely worth. There's a ton of big stuff. If you can get past the idea that it's like, you know, Creation Club mod stuff added into Skyrim, which, you know, like Desu says, and like I say, oh, there's literally one here too. Oh, but it's broken. You know, if you can get past that idea, I think it's absolutely worth it. I think Anniversary Edition really does have some awesome stuff in it, personally. Cyberpunk videos? Yeah, I tried that for a second. That was before I knew how to do short-form content at all. 4-day weekend, gotta get through a minor surgery. Best of luck with the surgery. And then, yeah, have a good 4-day weekend. Chaco says, that's fair, GV. I appreciate how far you've come, and I am a proud supporter. My guy told you how to move back home and work at AT&T and saw my ex. I figured I would, but any tips? Any tips on what? Seeing your ex again, or just like life tips? What are you asking for tips on? And yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, I'm in a good spot now. I just don't know, you know, where my audience stands. I can understand, like I said, my audience being upset with me starting and stopping constant things in the past. I'm trying to move past it and really get everything back on track and actually produce, you know, content that I'm proud of, yada, yada, yada. Words mean nothing. I'm aware of this. It matters about actions and actually implementing these things, but, you know, at least physically, I think it should be clear I've been putting in some work. Okay, the Dwarven Spring Visage is located in the Spring Symphony. Yep, it's located at the end of a side hallway accessible through a door a short way into the chamber. However, the door is locked. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we already got... Yeah, that was the key that we got. I just didn't realize the key was related to that. Okay, so we just got to find that door again. Yeah. Trey says, I'm surprised you didn't play Space Marine 2. It's really short but amazing game. It's nuts to butt the whole time, but it doesn't overextend its welcome, which was nice. That's the new one, right? Yeah, I was very out of the loop on that, because I thought it came out, and I thought it was like some sort of like Helldivers similar thing. I don't know anything about Warhammer. I've been seeing so much about Warhammer. From what I could tell, like, the community is really blowing the hell up or something, but I would love to get into it. I think the Warhammer stuff I would love, especially based on all the weird lore I've seen in memes and stuff. So, yeah, I just don't know anything about Warhammer, is why I really didn't play it. But I'm sure I would have loved it, and I do want to get into more Warhammer stuff. It seems very intimidating, obviously. Wait, why am I'm like immune to this poison, because I'm pretty sure this poison's supposed to be hurting us, but I'm like immune to it. Dwarven Spring Visage. Okay, there we go. And we are carrying too much to be able to run once again, but not by much. I'm just going to find a bunch of poisons or something to drop. Extreme Healing, Extreme Magicka. All of these are just useful, though. That's the problem. Fortify Stamina. Probably don't need that. Okay, now it all comes together. There's another one of those. Yeah, what the heck? So there's only one of these things? But they're, like, unique? But you can see them here for some reason? Ooh, that's weird. Okay, how do we get... and then we didn't go this way, right? So maybe there's something interesting over this way. Chaco says, my ex cheated on me with her old oh no. Okay. Yeah, I love I actually been like constantly reading like Reddit stories of like, am I overreacting, like relationship stuff, because I want to make videos on that on the third channel, which I've already dipped into that a little bit, but yeah, so I feel like I've been preparing for this statement that you were about to say. But Chaco says, my ex cheated on me with her old ass boss and stayed at a hotel with him and didn't tell me. Then had a whole side dude, but tried to say it didn't work due to my alone time, even though I never cheated. So, obviously everybody's different, right? Like, I don't know you personally, I don't know your relationship, all that sort of stuff. So I think it's easy for somebody to say, like, you know, just leave her, never look back or whatever, which you already did because she's your ex. But yeah, that's horrible. In my opinion, I would not take a cheater ever. If anybody ever cheated on me, you know, as far as I know, I've never been cheated on, unless I just don't know about it. But if I ever was cheated on, I literally, you know, I'm very good at just cutting and running. Like, I would never even, it would hurt, I'm sure, obviously depending on the relationship, but yeah, I've ever since I've, you know, been a kid, I'm like, if anybody cheats on me, that's it. I'm not even, you know, it's done. So yeah, that's real rough. I mean, the thing is just like, you know, if they're willing to do it, I really do kind of believe... How the hell do I get out of here, by the way? Where's the entry? Because we came in here, right? And we saw that guy. I really do believe it's kind of like once a cheater, always a cheater. I don't think that's like a rule, but I do think a lot of people are going to subscribe to that. Because, you know, even if they tell themselves like, I'm reformed, I wouldn't cheat. It's like, but you already did, so you know you could do it again. And, you know, it depends on how much you would care about that. How the hell do you get out of this room? I swear to God, these rooms are so, like, confusing. So, yeah, that's real bad. That's a breach of trust, obviously. And, yep, that person would basically be dead to me instantly if they did something like that to me. I would try to get over them as quickly as humanly possible and never think about them again. Where did we came from here, didn't we? It was this way. You a fan of the Batman games? I have played Arkham Asylum, and I loved it. And then I played Arkham City, and 100%ed it, and I loved it even more. I remember going into Arkham City. And thinking, like, how could they top Asylum? It was so good. And then Arkham City is like a freaking masterpiece. So, yeah. I have not played any other Who the hell? Oh, okay. We got a whole fight here. I've not played any other Batman games, really, outside of those. But I really want to play Knight. But, yeah, love Arkham Asylum and City. Great games. Mental reset. I mean, that's tough if you see somebody like that you had a connection with. Yeah, if you go back home and see them again. You gotta, in that situation, for me, I would try my best to subscribe to the 4 agreements, because obviously that's a huge challenge, right? So the way my brain works is like, okay, well, this is going to suck, so how do I deal with it the best way? And then I would think, okay, well, the 4 agreements helps me out a lot of the time, so... You know, always do your best. Don't make assumptions. Don't take anything personally, and be impeccable with your words. So all that applies, because really, yeah, you got to deal with it, but you don't want to give into your base weak emotions, right? Because then that's just going to make them have the power in the situation anyway. Oh my God. Okay. I think we should re-stealth here. This is a scary situation. Let's kind of get over here to use the power of stealth. Yeah, I know it's nothing like Helldivers. What I meant was just like Helldivers kind of blew up out of nowhere. I started hearing a lot about it, and same thing with Space Marine. I was like, oh, okay, this is like a big game people are really excited about. But yeah, I just had too much stuff going on basically. But yeah, I have a feeling I would like it from what I know, but I just don't know much about the world at all. I know I would love it though, based on all the lore I've seen and everything. I know I would definitely be a fan of Warhammer. Really easy to get caught up on the big picture lore, which is the most important. It's when you start getting into the nitty-gritty, it becomes overwhelming. So where would you start if I wanted to get into Warhammer? Because it's very confusing to me, because as far as I understand, there's like Warhammer 40k or whatever, but then there's like Vermintide, which is a completely different thing. Because there's that game that's like, you know, Left 4 Dead or whatever, but with rats or whatever the hell. But that's like not related to Warhammer. So like, what is that? So I don't know. Like, where do you even start? You read a book? You play a game? What do you do? Yo. Maybe start with Space Marine 2. I don't know. Yo. Hold still. Don't you come near me. Why do you bring them to me, Guff?
I'll make you pay.
Oh, hello there. Don't worry, I'll kill you. Just give me 1 second. Becomes overwhelming. Jose says, have you ever done the season unending quest, or do you do the Civil War first and skip it? Yeah, we actually do. Oh, down he goes. Wow, we're into the fire. Cast him into the fire, Isildur. Do it. Yeah, we actually do. Season unending is like where you put everybody on peace talks or whatever, right? So we actually do that like every year for favorites, which I guess this year will be on, next year will be on here on YouTube. But if we continue it, which could be, that'd be interesting. But yeah, we do that. We beat Skyrim in one sitting, basically May 1st every year for an event on Twitch. So if you're talking about the quest where you get the Greybeards to like do peace talks, yeah, we've done that basically every time. That's not my preferred way. I mean, like, you know, obviously if I'm doing like a full playthrough, I would do it where you like beat the quest line. But yeah, we've done it. So it's a... Oh, you know, that might be a good short, because I'm sure a lot of people don't know that that's even a thing. That could be another short potential. A pine thrush egg. Jeffrey Juha, what is up, who says, do you do YouTube full-time? I do, and I have been since 2015, I like to say. I started my YouTube channel, like, right at the start of 2013, pretty much, but, you know, I wasn't making any money or anything at the time. Although, views are pretty damn good. I think, you know, I came at it with a good amount of, I could do this energy, you know, so... Yeah, wasn't making any money, but 2015 is where I say I like to start, but I still wasn't making any money then. But I was able to afford rent in a crap hole apartment in Colorado, so... Yeah, been doing it for 9 years? Seems like more at this point, but... 9 years, full time. Whee! In you go! Alright. We have done it. Let's take a look at the quest objectives here. Trey says, very worth it and fulfilling, though Space Marine 2 is definitely an amazing place to start. Oh, it is a good place to start. Campaign's only 12 hours. Operations, you could do them offline. Yeah, I would look into it for sure. So it's, yeah, it's not a flash in the pan type of situation. People actually just really like it. Okay, so we got to use a forge to make the Dwarven crown, and then we have to shut down the Weather Witch. Yeah, what the hell was going on here? Because there was that dwarven spider that was massive up here, and I thought that was the Weather Witch. Oh, maybe it just, like, retreated into the Sky Killer Gallery. Oh, that's a cool name. That's a little extra. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a whole boss fight here against the Weather Witch. Okay, okay. Okay. I think we can blow him up with a stealth hit, maybe. RP says, I've been cheated on after 8 years and a kid. Oof. And even though I was in the wrong a lot in the relationship, it would never have not been there in my mind, so I can never trust again. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I always, with that sort of situation, it's like I always think about, what's that one movie? I've never seen it, but that one movie where, like, Robert Redford sleeps with, what is it, Woody Harrelson's wife, who's Demi Moore, right? I've never seen it, but I just always heard about it. What's that called? I forget what that movie's called. But yeah, it's like, you know, Robert Redford says, I'll give you $1 million or whatever if you let me sleep with your wife for one night. And it's like, well, okay, I mean, $1 million is crazy. Hey, yeah, let's do it. And then I think as far as I understand, like, the rest of the film, he can't get over it. And that's really what it would be. It's like, yeah, it just couldn't happen. I could not be with somebody that cheated on me. You know, yeah, so. Can't imagine. Oh my god, okay, this guy is tough as hell. What the heck? And we missed that sneak hit too, which is really bad. Alright, so we're gonna hit him with Marked for Death. Let's give this guy everything we got, because this guy is scary as hell, it looks like. How do we not have any powers? Kind of crazy. We do have a level up, so I guess we'll just whack away at him. The Sky Orchestrator! Is this not the I guess the Weather Witch is the machine. God, I hate missing freaking... Okay, I'm gonna level up here, because I think we have like 2 or 3 level ups in the tank. You leveled up? Let's just go Magicka, honestly. Wow, I only have 1 level up. Okay. Been on that level up for like an eternity, it feels like. That's honestly kind of crazy. Armsman done. Those are crap. Critical charge is crap. Don't need that. Okay, what about archery? Do we have anything for archery? Can't do that. Critical shot is garbage. Can draw both 30% faster. Oh, yeah. That's huge. Okay, no point to poison this guy, because he's not going to be able to be poisoned. But let's use our bow. Pum, pum, pum. Wow, that draws insanely fast. Oh, and that's a sneak attack, too. Nice. Oh, is he spawning Spriggans? What the hell? Oh, he, like, goes through different phases. Oh, he, like, does different weather phases. Whoa, I'm about to die. Oh, God. That's really cool. I didn't even... We probably killed him so fast the last time I didn't even realize that. Die, weather creature! Oh, my God, he's one hit. Come on. There we go. No, your master is dead. You can't stay alive. That's not fair. When I kill the master... You have to die. That's how it goes. Enraged Spriggan. What are you even mad about? You're a nature woman. What do you have to be mad about? Whew. Okay, that was actually tough. Jesus. Chaco says, we dated for almost 4 years. I did cut and run, but resorted to negative vices like bars and picked up a hard job and was burnt out by winter, became sad. I did nothing wrong. I know that now. Yeah, I mean, that's a real... Yeah, that's real tough. I mean, yeah, the only thing I could really suggest, which I don't even like saying this because I know some people are just like, oh my gosh, shut up about this book. But, and, you know, whenever somebody's like, oh, you should read this book, it's like, okay, I don't know anything about it. But The Four Agreements is a book that really helps me with stuff like this because it's like... Yeah, I mean, every life issue usually falls into one of the 4 categories of being impeccable with my word, doing my best, not taking things personally, not making assumptions. So, yeah, you know, if a woman that I've been with for 4 years cheats on me, it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to take it personally. I'm not going to try. We're all human, so obviously it's going to be a huge challenge. But, you know, I try my best to channel that of like, well, I can't take it personally. Something in her made her do that. And obviously, you know, you got to go through all those emotions and I'll go through that trauma and whatever. But, you know, I've been there. I've been at the end of a bad breakup and it really felt terrible. And it felt like my life had ended at that point. But I did come out stronger. So I do say to people in that situation, it's like, you really never know where you're going to be in 2 to 3 years or anything like that. And, you know, a lot of the time, these horrible things in life really do, you know, make you stronger in the end. So just a little bit of optimism, I guess. Heavy Armor, Ward of the Seasons. Increases fire resistance by 10, frost resistance by 10, shock resistance by 10, poison resistance by 10. That is awful. What? That is, like, not good at all, right? 10%? Huh? 10%. Do I have to drop these crossbows, I wonder? They're kind of unique, though. Wow, 10% for, like, each of the element and then poison. Like, poison doesn't even matter. Poison doesn't even deal damage to you in the first place. But 10, yeah, that seems really bad for all of this. Is there, like, a bigger reward, I wonder? Okay, what the heck can we drop? We got, like, way too much stuff on us. I really should have dropped this stuff off. Woodcutter's axe and a pickaxe. I guess we'll find other versions of that. We'll get rid of those. Apparel, what do we have? Adept Robes of Illusion. But it only weighs 1. Dwarven Autumn Visage. Oh, that's right. Each of these do a thing. Okay, we got to look at those too. Dwarven Helmet of Major Alteration. You must go. What else? Elven Gilded Armor of the Major Squire. You must go, I'm afraid. Hide Armor of Major Health. And there we go. Okay, we're good. All right. That was the Weather Witch. Search the Sky Orchestrator. Wait, what? Oh, I was putting this in him. Didn't even realize that. Arkham City was my first game on the PS3. Amazing. Yeah, that game was so good. I loved it. So creative. Take Turn of the Seasons? What is that? Okay, so there are more rewards. Interesting. Okay, so what's Turn of the Seasons? Turn of the Seasons. Whoa, it's like a... Oh, it's like an effect. Did I miss this the first time? I feel like I might have not even read this book. Call of the Ghost says, have you not played Arkham Knight? No. No, I've heard really good things about it, and I do really want to play it, but I have not played it. That would be the next one. Warhammer is in the same universe, but is very fantasy-based. Warhammer 40k is 40,000 years in the future. Oh, 40k is my personal favorite. Yeah, I mean, 40k is the big one, right? Oh, okay, that makes sense. So Warhammer 40k is... Yeah, I always wondered what the 40k meant. I was like, does that mean like 40k leagues under the sea? What does that mean? So it's 40k years of the future past the Warhammer. Oh, interesting. Okay. They crack their windows in space for a cool breeze, and it's reality because they believe it. They were fighting a human force one time, and the humans ran out of bullets, so they kept yelling, bang, and kept getting shot anyway. What the hell? What? And my favorite is that they think the color purple is sneaky, so it's almost impossible to see or track them if they wear purple. No, this stuff is very interesting to me. So that's a faction that uses purple to be sneaky. Wait, so what you're describing, is that just the entire, like, 40K world? So, like, your thought... So it's like the Matrix or whatever, where you're like, your thoughts are, like, reality? Does that apply to everybody? Because I know the Space Marines are, like, super religious or whatever the heck. They're all about the... What is it? The, you know, what do they call it? What is it called? Freaking... When you... Blasphemy, right? They say people blaspheme and all that stuff. So everybody is under that effect? The Chaos God. Yeah, because I've been looking at memes and I've seen, like, the Chaos God. And I think, like, Nurgle is, like, the disgusting god or something, right? Slaanesh was born because of the vast amount of elven depravity and lust that they were engaging in, and then Slaanesh immediately genocided them. Basically one big psychic. Birth murder. Wow. Yeah, this is stuff I would definitely be into. The weirder and darker, the better. What's up, James? We did find the masks. Yes, we have all the masks. We will forge the dwarven thing. RPAza says, did you ever play the infamous games? No, but I have played... Yeah, because Insomniac made the Spider-Man. So I have 100%ed Spider-Man 1, 2, and Miles Morales. So I have, like, done that. I don't know how close they are, but I know they're by the same studio. But no, I've never played an Infamous game. I know they were very popular, though, back in the day. Just orcs. The orcs' thoughts is a very small part of the... Oh, so it's like, it's only orcs, but their thoughts power everything. That's weird. What's up, Tommy? Welcome in. It's extraordinarily weird and dark. Yeah, I would for sure love it. That sounds completely up my alley. Okay, let's read this, then I'll answer Tommy's question, which is an interesting one. Turn of the Seasons. Barter prices are 10% better when raining with a full set of light armor equipped. Stamina regenerates 5% faster in clear or clement weather. What's clement? Opposite of inclement. 10% chance of a critical hit that does 10% more critical damage with bows when overcast. With a full set of heavy armor rate increased by 10% when snowing. Well, that is sick as heck. Wait, so that's a spell. Oh, is it like a power? What is that? Or is it just an active effect? How does this work? I'm confused. So it's an active effect. Weird. I wonder how they program that. That sounds like an absolute nightmare to program. Okay, so we got the Dwarven Horse and we got the Dwarven Crown. So the horse is wherever this frame is, and the crown is just any forge, it sounds like. Okay. Yeah, Tommy says, thoughts on DSP gaming? Funny you should mention that. Yeah, like I've said, I really like following YouTubers like journeys. For good or for bad or for good or whatever. Because some YouTubers obviously... are notorious and infamous. Other YouTubers are very successful and whatever. But I just find all that very interesting, right? Like how a YouTuber's lifespan goes, basically. So as far as DSP, like I've been aware of him and everything for like a very long time. Are these both just outside? Okay. So yeah, I actually was just watching June the King's like big like 4-hour. I was listening to it at the gym, like his 4-hour documentary on Phil or whatever. Anyways, what are my thoughts on DSP? If you don't know who DSP is and you're listening, basically he's like a super old school. He was, here at the beginning, basically, when Let's Plays first started. But he's very notorious. He's very infamous for being kind of like a, whatever you want to call it, toxic presence, begging a lot for money and stuff. And, yeah, he's just done a lot of things and said a lot of things that kind of rubs people the wrong way, right? So he's kind of just gotten infamy because of that. Activate Broken Dwarven Horse. Okay, what happens now? Oh, it's just... Oh, and there he is. It's the Dwarven Horse. Yep, I remember this. We got a whole ass Dwarven Horse. That's pretty damn cool. Man, yeah, this Forgotten Seasons thing is awesome. Anyways, what are my thoughts on him? Well, I mean, he's just like your typical archetype like that as far as YouTubers go. Let's do whatever this is, by the way. You know, Low Tier God. You got Review Tech USA recently. You got who else? Who's the other guy? You know, Wings of Redemption, Boogie 2988. You know, you got all these guys that, yeah, obviously, you know, they probably have some level of narcissism or whatever, and it manifests and really rubs people the wrong way, and then, yeah, people want to see their downfall and everything like that. So, what are my thoughts? I mean, he's just a guy that's interesting in terms of his thought processes. I think he's just, yeah, your typical YouTuber that has, typical YouTuber that has too big of an ego, kind of lets it get the better of themselves, and, you know, has outlets which they could be doing healthier, and, yeah, I don't know, interesting guy, but for a lot of negative reasons, basically. What's up, John Doe? Welcome in. What's up, Jippy? Welcome in. Hope you enjoy the New Vegas. Hello. Squid says, if the orcs believe something, it becomes true. Isn't that, like, incredibly overpowered? How do they balance that? So, like, you're an orc in the Warhammer 40k world. You can just believe whatever you want. It just becomes true. Wouldn't you? I'm assuming the orcs are like the enemies of the Space Marine. I don't know. I know nothing about this, but I'm assuming like orcs are, you know, the antagonists of something, right? So wouldn't they just be able to believe like, we're going to win. We have superpowers. And then they do it and they just win. Obviously, there's probably balancing things, but I'm curious how they balance that in that world. Red makes things go faster. I love that. I love the... Yeah, why is that not a thing? Like in more things, like color being like the source of power or something. I love that idea. That sounds really cool. Trey says, my favorite faction is the Adepta Sororitas. They're a band of basically superhuman women that are crazy zealots. They literally drop their giant church from space onto whatever planet they bat. Okay, I have to look into this. So what is the best starting point for Warhammer 40k? Is it a game? Is it a book? Is it some sort of show or film or whatever? Like, what is it? What's the best starting point? Because I really do kind of... These are some interesting ideas that I might look into. And I know if Kodami's in the chat, he's going to get really angry at me because I have not started... not Mistborn, but the other one. The other Brando Sando book series that I'm forgetting what it's called. What's up, Grace? Welcome in. Okay, so let's go make the Dwarven Crown. We can head back to Rorikstead to also get our money. Na. Yeah, what's up, Willow? Welcome in. Been watching your Red Dead playthrough, but... Oh, I found your channel through Fallout 300%. Well, yeah, welcome in. Hope you like the Red Dead. Fallout 300% will continue, as with, like, everything else, just kind of trying to balance everything out at the moment, you know? But, yeah, we're very close to the end of that series. Okay, 12, 13, let's do that. Tommy says, just think it's a shame someone like him earns as much as he does when smaller creators die out for putting out a much better product, such as life. Hope you're well. The thing is, with somebody like DSP, I don't think that they live a happy life. I think, and obviously this is just an assumption because I really don't know the guy, of course, and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, you might look at, like, his... Because from what I understand, he recently got a boom, right? Because, like, the Kino Casino guys, which I don't know anything about, they, like, started promoting his stuff or something. And I think, like, all his stuff got a boom because of them, right? As far as I understand. I haven't really been keeping up with the lore, but... Where's Lydia at? But, yeah, the thing is, like, I don't think somebody like DSP is really, like, living a happy life. I think that at the end of the day, people like Low Tier God and DSP who kind of mistreat people on a constant basis, I think they kind of know what they're doing is wrong, and it kind of eats away at them over time. You know, my mistakes and stuff and how I've, you know, interacted with people, even if it's a very minor thing, like, I'll dwell on for sure. So it's like, imagine that, but, like, on a larger scale where you're just doing that all the time.
Very good, sir.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he might have booms where he, like, makes a lot of money or whatever, but at the end of the day, I don't think it kind of fixes the root cause. But that would be an assumption, so, yeah, I don't really know. What am I doing here again? Oh, the forge. Yeah. But yeah, I really do find characters like that, you know, quite interesting. Because obviously I'm a YouTuber myself, so I'm just like, you know, hey, what's the story of this guy? How did he get here? Why did he make the choices and say the things that he said and all this sort of stuff? I do find that, like, super duper interesting. So we need leather? Okay. So wait, oh, we're picking one. Yeah, we have to look at the effects of this as well. So let's go to apparel and look at... Wait, why do I not have a... Wait, I do have a helmet. Yeah. Okay, apparel and... Autumn Visage. Heavy armor. Increases your magicka by 25 points. Restoration spells cost 10% less to cast. Illusion spells cost 10% less to cast. Boring. Mage stuff. There's the Dwarven Crown, which I guess we could turn one of these into it with this, right? Spring Visage. Heavy armor. Increases your health by 25 points. Light armor skill by 5 points. Heavy armor skill by 5 points. Weird. So it's like a... You wear this if you have a mix. Okay, that's interesting. And Winter Visage. Increases your stamina by 25 points. One-handed attacks do 10% more damage. Two-handed attacks do 10% more damage. Okay. So I'm thinking the winter one sounds like what I would like the most. All right, let's go get some leather over in Whiterun. Let's go. The horse is indestructible. Ooh, nice. The dwarven horse. Cool. We'll have to come up with a name for him. I do like the reindeer a little bit more, but I'll take the practicality.
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
I'm looking for some leather, if you don't mind, my lady. 10 leather will do the... Actually, it was leather strips, wasn't it? Carrying too much to be able to run. I should have dropped the stuff off. Why did I not drop the stuff off? Okay. Oh my god, we're over by... Jesus, what? Leather weighs that much? That's insane. Okay, I guess we'll just drop the leather here. Chaco says, hey GV, if you couldn't work at the job you're at now or voice acting or any sort of self-employment, what could you see yourself doing? That's an interesting question. I mean, because I'm definitely like the self-employed type of guy for sure. So if I couldn't do that or voice acting, what would I do? Well, I think, you know, the thing that's always called to me is something related to video games, so I probably would do whatever I possibly could in order to get into the gaming industry. You know, I would try to be more on the creative side, whatever that would be, trying to design stuff or a story or writing or anything like that. I would definitely not want to program, but I also don't know how, like, realistic that is if you can't program or code. So, yeah, definitely the gaming industry. Probably just trying to be a writer or level designer or whatever the heck, which I really don't know much about, you know, the industry in that way. But, yeah, definitely something in that sphere for sure. Would try my best at getting into a cool indie or major development studio and being a part of something epic. Okay. Oh, so these, like, super buff these... Magicka by 50, Restoration Illusion by 15%, and the magic regenerates 10% faster. Increases your health by 50, light armor by 10, heavy armor by 10, health regenerates 10% faster. Stamina by 40, one-handed attacks do 15% more damage, two-handed attacks do 15% more damage, stamina regenerates 10%. Well, it's the winter for me, I think. What, I can make these too? What? So how does this work? Requires Dwarven Crown... So it's like retroactive, I guess. Requires Dwarven... So yeah, you just switch them. You can't make all three, I don't think. Not that you would. You would anyways. What would be the point? Okay, epic. We'll wear that. That's pretty cool. Where is that? This is garbage. Like, what the hell is this? This is like an insult that they would give you this. Okay, what was it called? The Dwarven... Crown of Winter. You're carrying too much to be able to... Okay, so we gotta drop the leather stuff. Flawed Varla stones. Amethyst. Oh my god. Grand Soul Gems? We have that many? Okay, we gotta drop some of these. These are like too much. Oh my god, we have so many soul gems. What the hell? Oh, we get to keep the... Ooh, I love... Yeah, they reskin the Kagrimas things, right? Those look cool. Okay, let's go drop all this crap, and this is what we look like now. This helmet is really... Actually, that... Oh, my God, that looks like the Blasphemous helmet from Blasphemous, which I love that game. Yeah, that actually looks really similar. That's kind of funny. Okay, I'm down with that. Let's do it. All right, where's our... Oh, yeah, we're just doing Riverwood. I really should move all this crap, but... Squid says Kai's downfall is fun to watch. Kai Cenat or Senat or whatever. Wait, he's going through a downfall? I didn't know about that. I know he just had John Cena. All these like huge streamer news. I just get through Twitter. I see it through Twitter, right? But I know he just had John Cena on. He's going through a downfall? In what way? Trey Patterson says overpowered, but they're too dumb to realize it. Everyone is the enemy of everyone. They're extraordinarily dumb. Bricky here on YouTube. Super easy to consume. Ooh, okay. So a YouTuber. All right, yeah. I'll look up Bricky and check that out. Because I've been watching nonstop the Duel Logs, which just talks about Yu-Gi-Oh! Like archetypes and stuff, which I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or anything, so I'm like, I've been getting bored of it. It's good stuff, but like, yeah, I'm just down to like move on to something else. So I'll check out Bricky. That sounds like the next evolution. The necklace of invigoration. The necklace of rejuvenation. The ring of minor deft hands. Are these unique? I hope they're not. I don't think so, because they're staggered here. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of the... Oh, I should have done... I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay. And then we really don't need to do alchemy. I got so much stuff, so let's just drop off all the stuff here. Squid says Henry Cavill is making a TV show of it, so that would probably be a good start, but it's not released yet. Oh, there's a show. Okay. There's a show coming out. That's good to know. All right, Ebony Crossbow, goodbye. Elven Crossbow, goodbye. Goblin Totem Staff, which is quite interesting, but goodbye. Spider Control Rod. Calms Dwarven Spiders. Oh, it changed the effect. That's interesting. Staff of Worms. Now that's interesting. I'm going to keep this, because we could use that on a Draugr Deathlord or something. Ethereal Crown will keep. Bloodworm Helm, goodbye. Dwarven Autumn Visage. Dwarven Spring Visage. Helm of Orain Bearclaw. Wait, what's the one that we have on? Oh, that was the one that we had on. Hide Bracers. Leather Scout Helmet. Which could be good to switch into, actually. Necromancer Robes. Ring of the Eminent Squire. Ward of the Seasons. Absolute trash. No scrolls, no ingredients, books we can do later, miscellaneous amber, dwarven drone flies. Diameter generates 30% faster, resists 50% of poison. That is so weird. What? I wonder how the game reskins that. Like, what is that a reskin of? I wonder. Varla stones we don't really need. Madness ore and Vardenkund conduit gems. And Welkin Stones, got to remember that we have that. Let's drop all the cell stuff over here. Weapons. Wait, steel dagger times 2. Where the heck do I have that? Apparel. Doopity. Wait, do I not have? I was going to say, I thought I did the Galder thing. Yeah. Okay, and then finally, boopity. Cool. All right, we are cleaned out. And now, onto something new. Yeah, that's a very, very cool quest. I like how in-depth that is. Stormlight Archive. Yes, that's what I meant before. Mistborn's from the same guy. Yep, exactly. Ooh, Clank is a good name. I like it. You know what? He's called Clank. That's a good name. Yep, Clank the Dwarven Horse. Squid says, become a bricklayer like me. Yeah, probably. Listen, anything that I do in life these days, I'm trying to find the joy in it. Even if it's something like laying bricks all day or something, I'm like, you know, I feel like it could be fun on some level. What's going on here? Oh, it's a thief. But, yeah, I don't know. I probably would want something a little more like what I'm doing now, obviously. Mark says, I could recommend being a video editor, but the hours could be long. I don't think that would be for me. I do enjoy doing the shorts, but it's probably because they're very, like, condensed. I basically have to design how to relay information in a minute, right? So I like that. But like editing like 30 minutes and an hour and stuff, yeah. I already, if it's not clear, I'm not like big into editing, you know, with what I do, ironically enough. Okay, which is why I think I've developed a commentary style where I'm very talkative, you know what I mean? So I can fill an episode with commentary without having to cut constantly and stuff. All right, I'm going to take a bathroom break, and then we're going to move on to something entirely different. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much to the members that have become members. Remember, if you do become a member, you get the videos as soon as they're uploaded. If you're dying for more Red Dead. So I will be right black, I guess. I read Cafe LeBlanc, and my brain said back and replaced it with LeBlack. You see? Like LeBlanc. Okay, be right black. Bye. Bling, bloom, bling, bloom, bling, bling, bloom. Bling, bloom, 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 bloom. Oh, what is up, chat? All right, let's catch up with the chat, and then we'll get back into the Skyrim. Pestilence says, God forbid your Kurt gig falls through. Will you start a Tenacious D cover band? No. Although I was thinking yesterday, I was like, yeah, if, I do like music. I never, went headfirst into it. So, obviously, it takes a lot of effort and practice, all that sort of stuff. But, yeah, singing. I mean, I definitely would enjoy singing. I would just have to take lessons, I think, and all that. Yen, can you stop perfectly blocking the webcam no matter where you sit? Like, the whole point is that it's here. I know, but they have to see you. That's the whole point. You perfectly block it. You guys stop. Yeah, I would enjoy singing, so. I do enjoy singing some Tenacious D songs. Tommy says it's a shame Jerby Soul will not be back for obvious reasons. I'm really curious what happened to him because, yeah, as far as I understand, like, literally nobody knows anything about his whereabouts or anything, or what. He just, like, disappeared as best as he could. It is unfortunate. Yeah, we talked about this, like, last stream. It's like, it is genuinely a part of Skyrim's soul and Oblivion and Morrowind's soul. Ironically, Jeremy's soul. But, you know, his music is definitely a part of the soul of the game. So, really curious how they're going to adapt to that. Oh, Psy. Oh, KS. Is it Psy or is it KSI? Yeah, that guy. That guy, yeah, talk about ego like before. Jesus. Yeah. It almost seems like a character at points, like with just how, like, silly he is about having a huge ego. I don't know if that's part of the game or what, but... Yeah, KSI with his song and all that, and the Lunchly stuff. Dan TDM and all that. Bricky has like only a handful of videos or so on the lore, but they're very engaging and give you a really good basis on the lore. Pretty funny. Yeah, I'll check them out. Sounds like a good replacement. The KSI, it's KSI, right? Yeah, KSI stuff is hilarious. Got owned by Dan. TDM couldn't drop it even though Dan didn't say a word. Released a god-awful rap song he promoted everywhere possible. Now he is mad. The song is getting clowned on because he genuinely thinks it's good. It's very bizarre to me. Yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't know anything about the guy, but it almost seems like a character being so, like, defensive. Like, you're already, like, a rich, famous guy. Like, why do you got to be so defensive about it? Just chill. But maybe that's just part of the game. I don't know. I don't know how content creators on that level think. I'm sure it's a whole new world. His ego is out of control. Saw a side profile of him the other day on Twitter, and he got that Stevie Wonder alopecia. His hair is tied so damn tight. Yeah, I've seen the picture you're talking about. I know people use that to, like, clown on him in his replies. Wait, what? Oh. What the hell? Okay, let me try to... Okay, we'll just do that. Add as a moderator. That's an interesting way to troll. I didn't expected something different than that message. What the heck? That's a interesting choice of edge. Okay, Chaco says, I've been seeing what shows or movies to watch. I watched The Sopranos because of your recommendation. Also, The Wire. Started Mad Men. I'm on season 3. Like The Walking Dead. Watched all of Resident Evil. Those are some good choices, yeah. I liked, I watched Mad Men a long time ago. I would definitely need to, like, rewatch it because I'm sure I was too young to really get it. But Sopranos, top tier. I mean, Breaking Bad, if you haven't seen that. That is, yeah, it's right up there with Sopranos. Dexter. I was huge into Dexter until... yeah, the kind of nosedive in quality near the end. What's up, Spirit? Welcome in. Dexter's extremely good. Yep, it really takes a hard nosedive. Evan says, I lived video editing in high school. It's the only thing I can imagine doing. I've been fired, let go from every job I've had. I wish I loved editing. It's not something I really... like I said, the short form, I do enjoy it because it's more... you know, it's just like a tight minute, basically. Like as if I was doing stand-up on Kill Tony, but... yeah, log form editing, nah, not for me. Not for me. Thought the ending was good and fit Dexter well. I could see, like, the very ending of Dexter, like, yeah, working conceptually, but, like, I think the lead up, everything leading up to it was just, oof. Yep, just like what Desu's saying, basically. Ice Truck Killer, yep, top tier, top tier. Terrifier 3. I'm scared to watch Terrifier, man. I'm scared. Man, we just watched... oh, my God. Okay, let's get back with the game. But, God, Cindy and I just watched... last night, Cindy and I watched... what is it? The Benoit brothers. I don't know who they are. But there's some, like, drag brother guys. But they have some show. I guess it's really popular. I don't know anything about, like, the drag world. But, yeah, the Boulet brothers, I think. They have a show called Dragula, where it's like a horror-themed drag show, okay? Like I said, I don't know anything about the world, so a lot of these things were new to me. But, because I was like, what do they even do? Like, what's the show? What do they do? And then it turns out they do, like, a drag show. You know, they make their costumes and then they, like, do a show about it. Anyways, highly entertaining. Holy crap. And they did, all these different, like, horror icons. And then they came out and did, like, a show as them. But they did Art the Clown. One person did Art the Clown. And Jesus Christ. I told Cindy, it takes a lot to shock me. But this person, I don't know. I've never seen a Terrifier. I know of Art the Clown. But this person has, like what do you call it? Like a removable butt flap on their costume as Art the Clown's reimagining. And they seemingly put chocolate all over and in their ass and took a big, like, swipe of it and ate it as part of the show. And, yeah, like I said, it takes a lot to shock me these days, but that was tied into the Terrifier movies at all or not. I'm not sure if that's, like, a thing that happens, because also they had a bunch of trash bags, like, tied to their feet as well, so I don't know if something happens with Art and eating literal crap or, something to do with trash bags or something. I don't know. But, yeah. Anyways, talking about Terrifier. That was an interesting watch last night. It was a highly entertaining show, though, I must say. It was very engaging. Okay, what do we want to do next? We got fishing, which is going to be a whole thing. We got Sleeping Wolves Lie, which we'll have to do. Oh, yeah. Oh. What? Okay. Main temple in Raven. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, we got to do the Dragonborn stuff too at some point. Read the letter to General Tullius found in Castle Dower in Solitude. Okay, let's go do that. Castle Dower in Solitude. Anyways, yeah, I'm kind of scared to watch the Terrifier stuff because these days I do love everything horror, but when it gets into like literal torture porn, which as far as I understand is heavy in Terrifier. I've heard of something like there's some bedroom scene in Terrifier 2 that's horrendous apparently, and like all this horrible stuff. Yeah, I just don't know. I mean, it's tough for me to enjoy that type of thing. I really don't like torture porn, you know. But I've heard good things. Like I know it's, I guess, a respected horror series at this point, but yeah, it just might not be for me. Might be a little too intimidating. When you have like so many viewers like KSI and Speed, it goes away from being a community. I feel like you could never connect with anyone at that point. That's one reason I'm happy you ain't like 10K viewers a stream, even though I do wish you that success and earnings. You deserve it. Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I've always said like, listen, when I was like, you know, when we had like 200 to 300 concurrent viewers every stream, and like obviously the financial stuff was really solid as well, and the community was gelling and everything, that was as happy as I could possibly be. Unfortunately, I was really like anxious during that time too, and I feel like now I would not be nearly as anxious. I feel like I would be able to like handle it a heck of a lot better. But yeah, I was that's as happy as I would ever be. You know, I don't need anything more than that. Like as long as my bills are getting paid and the community's gelling, and you know we have a good amount of people and discussion constantly happens and everything like that. That was a hell of a lot of fun. I did not need any more than that. I did not need 1,000 viewers. You know, 500 viewers, even whatever. I didn't need anything more than that. I was very happy outside of the anxiety, which was like a constant, force. But I was also a lot younger and didn't really know how to handle that as well. Okay, so there's some letter to General Tullius somewhere. Where's the letter to General Tullius? Which, by the way, General Tullius is voiced by Dr. Why am I forgetting his name? The guy from Good Springs, Doc Mitchell, right? Doc Mitchell, yeah. Letter to General Tullius and Guards Dossier Bjormund Windstrider. Okay. What's up, Kayla? Kevin can go F himself on Netflix? What is that about? Never heard of it. Okay, who's writing this? Emperor Titus Mead. Damn, okay. General Tullius, during these times of war, I strongly believe it is important to inspire our population through a show of military strength and pageantry. To the younger among us, nothing is as inspiring as the sight of an imperial soldier wearing the finest armors our empire has ever set its hands to. It is for this reason I am formally requesting that several imperial relics be placed back into the service of the empire and distributed among high-ranking officials. We must do all we can to inspire awe and help galvanize the image of our cause among the populace. It has come to my attention that a particular artifact, the Armor of Morahouse, a gift of Kinnereth, also known as the Lord's Mail, has recently gone missing. It is believed a group of Red Guard mercenaries have stolen it with the aim to sell to the highest bidder. They were last seen traveling south of Fort Greymore. Find these mercenaries and reclaim the Lord's mail. Wear it proudly. Show the people that Kinnereth favors the realm of the Empire. Emperor Titus Mede II. Now, is this it must be the Emperor that, deals with the Dark Brotherhood questline, right? It's gotta be the same guy, I'm assuming. Dragula by Rob Zombie. I was thinking of that song the entire time we were watching it. Yep. Speaking of Kill Tony, I've been writing since I discovered the show. Would you sign up? I'm still scared. Ooh, let me know if you ever appear. Oh my god. That'd be interesting. That's disgusting. It was very shocking. There was actually 2 poop-eating scenes because another person did the human centipede. And they also had a fake butt and dove into it at the end of their show. Yeah, I was honestly really surprised at how far they pushed that stuff. But I guess that's drag shows, or at least horror drag shows. I don't know. But it was an engaging show. It was very entertaining. I will say that much. But would you sign up for Kill Tony? Yeah, I would do it for sure. If I thought like I had a decent minute, definitely. I think a lot of people go up there really unprepared and like, to me, it's like, what? Why are you wasting everybody's time? Like, at least put a minute together. It can't be that hard. I know it's probably harder than a lot of people think it is, but yeah, just put like a solid minute up there. If you fail, you fail, whatever. But yeah, no, I would for sure do it. It would be scary as hell, but I like to put myself in that type of situation. You know what I mean? I think you should leave with Tim Robinson. I think you should leave. I love it. Don't you still have Saint Seducer's miscellaneous quest? What do you mean by miscellaneous quests? Yeah, what's up, Benji? Welcome in. Terrifier 2 bedroom scene is where I decided it was not worth my time. And I wonder who can like that movie and be considered a mentally okay person. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard that scene. I don't even know exactly what it is. I've heard inklings of it is horrifying. And it's just not what I like. It's the same reason I haven't really seen the Saw movies. It's like, I just don't get much out of like torture, constant torture. Status: active, capture or kill, high priority. Description: male Nord, late 50s. Background: referred to by locals as Dragon of Dawnstar. Bjormund is the son of a former pirate who frequented the northern port. After being taken in by various bandit clans, he eventually migrated south to Cyrodiil, where he joined up with the Crimson Dirks. Again, the Crimson Dirks. The nickname is derived from a legend that Bjormund once slew a dragon and fashioned its bones into armor, but it seems the story is apocryphal, as it predates the return of the dragons. Ooh, is apocryphal like a word? Like apocrypha? I didn't know that. Operational notes. Bjormund is believed to have taken up mercenary work in order to stay on the move. Not much is known of his whereabouts beyond this. Okay, let's go hunt a dragon whatever guy. Want you all the success in the world, but for the stream, I think 200 viewers or so is the best number. Oh, yeah, for sure. Trust me. Listen, if my bills are paid and if the community's gelling and if we have a decent amount of people where we're always having conversations, I'm happy. I do not need anything more than that. I am happy as a pig in crap. That really was, the best time. And I didn't even care about the money at all. Like I said, it was like, we were making a lot of money. A lot in the heyday of the stream. But I didn't really care that much. It more so meant to me like, wow, people really like me and are, people are really willing to support. And that felt really good. It was more so the idea that, people were really digging the community and everything. So, yeah, hopefully we'll get there again. That would be awesome. But until then, I'll just try my best. Add to the map and delete the cloud cover. If you're talking about the clouds on the map, I totally agree. I was trying to do a map short because people were saying you can see dragon souls and like dragonfire on the map because the map is real time. And that's not true. Also, people were saying you could put like ice spells in the water and make little platforms like in Zelda. That's also not true. I found so much stuff that like people are just like, yeah, it's so cool. And then I go and test it and I'm like, what are you even talking about? Unless it's just like base edition or something and they patched it. I don't know. But yeah, there's been a lot of stuff I wanted to make shorts on that I just could not do in the actual game. But the roads are but the map is interesting. There's some weird stuff with the map, but I don't know if they changed it in special or anniversary edition or something because I can't seem to activate it. The road ends near Falkreath. Horrible. The Terrifier movies are my favorite horror movies of all time. I feel like part of me would like them. The whole torture stuff. Just can't really do it. Okay, so it says confront them. So can we talk to them, or do we have to just end them? I wonder. Switches between sitcom, family, and drama murder?
What was that?
Huh. Yeah, that sounds interesting. I'll have to check that out. I did cancel Netflix because we're not using it, but Majid the Mad. Okay. So I think I'm going to send Go away because he's kind of ruining all my stealth at this point. He is a badass goblin, but it's always something or another with these companions, unfortunately, at the end of the day. Come here, Goff. I do appreciate you. I really do. The boys' shock value nonsense. Oh, God, they still found me. Goff, you're kind of ruining everything. The boys is flat out egregious. I would bet, if you're talking about Terrifier... Oh, you're talking about the Dragula show. Yeah, I mean, it was a part of the show. Like, yeah, a lot of people are not going to like, I think, what they went for, but I don't think they were trying to be shocking for being shocking. It was more so just like, I don't know. They really wanted to embody, like, the character or whatever. And I have no idea if that's a part of Terrifier, like I said. Solstheim stuff? Wow, that's the greatest part. Okay, well, yeah, I guess we'll save it for last. I don't know. We don't have, like, too much left, at least outside of Dragonborn. Who the heck is over here? Oh, it's a wizard.
Oh, Khajiit!
You're a wizard, Alakir mercenary. You're also dead. Ah, crap. Where's that one dude? No, yeah. Apocryphal is indeed a word, a good one. It is a very good word. I did not know it was, yeah, I thought Apocrypha. I figured it had some, like, level of etymology, but I didn't think it was, like, an actual word. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think if I actually sat down and watched Saw, I know it's more so than just, like, yeah, torture porn or whatever. I know that. That's what made me, like, never want to really delve into the series was the really horrendous situations certain characters found themselves in. Man, I think I might have to reload this save because I don't know where this one guy went. He had a unique name, and I really want to loot him. Unless we can... There should be, like, a detect body spell, I swear. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to reload, which is unfortunate because Goff, like, immediately makes these guys aware of me. Apocryphal means non-canon. Catholics have apocryphal books? What the hell? There's Catholic canon? What the heck? That's really interesting, huh? Yeah, the word is very cool. Okay. Majid the Maz. We just gotta loot this guy. Oh my god! His damage! Jesus! So much damage. Okay, I need you to die, Majid, because you're a little extra. You're a little extra. Thanks for watching, Jay Wolf. Key to Alakir's mercenary chest. I think we looted this guy anyways. I'm not sure. That's all I got? You're literally dying. You're saying that's all you got and you're literally dying. What a joke. Okay, where's the other red guard here? Okay, what do you all have in your chest? Let's see. Hate when I'm too busy to catch streams or engage them, but life is crazy. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, trust me. As everybody says, there's no, you know, what do you call it? There's no, expectation of people being able to watch. Life is busy and streams exist to be jumped into when possible. Okay, the Lord's Mail, which is cursed. Wearer suffers a reduction of 50 points to health, stamina, magicka. What? Okay, this is a little more interesting than your average bounty quest. Myth busting, show the comments or claims. I was thinking about that. Yeah, I think that would be a good series. Yeah, which I tried to do with the Jub thing, or the Jib thing, as many people pointed out. It's Jib, not Jub. But, yeah, I was thinking of doing, like... Yeah, oh, that would be really good, actually. Yeah, game Mythbusters. I want to show, like, real stuff, but if I come across things that people keep saying is true, yeah, I would also like to disprove it. Yeah, I think it could work out. Desio, I agree. Okay, who do we got? I don't know who's writing this. Majid, as we discussed, this armor is extremely valuable. Please protect it at all costs. You and your men should sleep in shifts in order to prevent any surprises and dispose of anyone you do not recognize. We cannot be found out. The buyer will be traveling to meet you in the coming days. We stand to make a small fortune, and you and your men will get the proper cut of the profits, as agreed. The loss of such an artifact will bring disgrace to the Empire, and we should all be proud. Please be aware. It is extremely important that you do not put this armor on. I did not believe the stories, but when I put it on, I was overcome with an uneasy fatigue. Do not tell the prospective buyer about this, lest they change their minds. Let them seek out Kinnereth's blessing themselves. Okay, so we got a cursed piece of armor. The heck is happening here? Cleanse the Lord's mail in solitude? Oh, you just gotta cleanse it at a shrine of Kinnereth. Okay. Sounds easy enough. What's up, Simple R? Welcome in. I've only just found your channel again after 8 years. Remember playing Fallout 3 along with your playthrough, big part of my childhood. I'll never forget. Hell yeah. Seems like a lot of people are... Seems like a lot of people are, yeah, rediscovering the channel. I've gotten a lot of comments like that on the shorts and stuff. Well, as always, we got an open door policy here, of course, so everybody's always welcome. The more the merrier, and welcome back. Hello, hello. Grace says, we Catholics don't consider them apocryphal. So they're apocryphal... Wait, we Catholics don't consider them, and apocryphal means non-canon? This is a lore element that I'm unaware of. Okay, how do we get into that door over there? Yeah, I was actually, on my dad's side, raised Catholic, so you would think I would know more about Catholicism, but it was just not for me, if we're being completely honest. Temple of the Divines. Squid says, see, the boys doesn't do shock value well. No, it does not. Yeah. What up? When I was watching the last season of The Boys, we were streaming on Twitch, and I was, like, hyper critical of it. I do not like that show at all. I think it had a really good first season. And then, boy, oh boy. Boys, oh boys. They just... Yeah, literally just every other scene is like, oh my god, how can we make the audience go, what? But, like, it's just the dumbest crap ever. I really... Yeah. Homelander and Anthony Starr is, like, the only thing keeping me from completely dipping. But, not a fan. Okay, so that's done, and then what do we get now? We get the Lord's Mail. Opponents in melee range have 5 points of health absorbed per second? Increases poison resistance by 75%. Increases magic resistance by 72%. Okay, that's really good. I think. It has like an ebony mail effect, but it like absorbs health over time. So this is like huge for like a heavy armor sort of like tank type build. Yeah, this would be perfect. Well, that's super interesting. Okay. Not going for that sort of build, but I like the creativity. I dig it. All right, what next? What next? What next? Okay, got a lot of Dragonboard stuff. Dragonboard. Ooh. Drop by an enemy in Stony Creek Cave north of Riften, south of Windhelm. Stony Creek Cave north of Riften, south of Windhelm. Cragslane Cavern. I don't think we're going to have this one activated, I would imagine. So let's just look up where this is. What is it called? Stony Creek Cave. Okay. Directly east, bordering the mountain of Bone-Strewn Crest. Bone-Strewn Crest a little southeast against the mountain. Did we not get this? I thought we got this, but I don't think so. Probably in a different playthrough. Okay, so there's Bone-Strewn Crest right there. So it would be like right around here. Abouts. I'm sure Dragula is great. I just meant the giant ass or whatever seemed reminiscent of the urethra stuff from The Boys. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just, I was surprised at how far they took it, but they're, you know, from what I can tell, because it was like season 6 of this show, we just found it, and we're like, oh, let's put this on. And as far as I could tell, it was like, I feel like they have to really kind of make a giant impression. It's like a whole horror theme, like drag show. So they did push, they pushed it about as far as I think they could go. But obviously, yeah, I was just standing there with my mouth agape, and I looked at Cindy and was like, did that guy just wipe chocolate out of his ass and eat it? For the show? Okay, all right, cool. But like I said, there was a whole other one too with the somebody dressed as the human centipede, because you had to pick like a movie and like make a outfit out of it and then do like a show or whatever. Okay, Stony Creek Cave. Let's do it. Simple says it's amazing to see that you're still doing playthroughs after the years. Like I said, I love this job. You know, I don't know exactly where I stand with the audience, and I understand that, but if people are willing to give me a chance and actually see me see things through, which I totally intend on doing, you know, and continuing to be, ideally, a positive inspiration for people that want to change their life in terms of at least physical health, obviously mental health as well. And if people are willing to watch Let's Plays, which I know is, you know, very much a format that is not popular these days, at least on a grand scale. Yeah, I mean, I will do this job until I can't do it anymore, because I do quite enjoy it. So, I think it just comes down to my level of effort and also the audience's willingness to watch my stuff, basically. So we shall see over the coming months. It's giving blasphemous. Oh, I love that. I love that game. What the hell was that? Whoop! It's a bandit plunderer. It's a bandit out. Oh, I gotta tell Goff to get out of here. Goff, you're a cool guy, man, but you're kind of ruining the whole stealth element. The element of surprise. Oh, you yield? Yeah, okay. You shouldn't have been a stinky bandit. I don't know what to tell you, man. Time to die hero. Who do you think is a hero? Jose says, what type of anime do you watch? I'll watch anything as long as it's good. As long as it's considered, you know, an overall good series or anything. I will check it out. Okay, it's time for us to part ways, Goff. Sorry, buddy. Your pet heads back. Wow, he's considered a pet. That's messed up. Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen. Really love Season 2. Assassination Classroom. I like that. It's very weird and out there. Who's this? Whoop. All the classics, obviously. Cowboy Bebop, Death Note, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Yeah, I'll check out anything if it's quality, you know. St. Paul Saul is probably the most important person in Christian history other than Jesus, even though he lived way after him. And the Apostles. He's credited with writing 13 of the 27 books of the New Testament. Wow. Yeah, I don't know much about religious lore, but outside of what I learned in like history and what outside of the Catholic masses that my father's side of the family took me to as a young lad. But I really don't know much about religion, honestly. But that's interesting. Non-canon Bible. Season 4 Homelander in the lab scene is just weird and gross. Doesn't do anything for the plot. Yeah, I typically do like the Homelander stuff because I think Anthony Starr is really good, and I think it's some of the best driving force stuff of the show. But I think this is the people. But yeah, that particular scene was. It wasn't the shock value element, which there's a lot of that, which I don't like, as I've said. But yeah, that particular scene was more so just like, I don't know, what are we even doing here, man? Like it's just. I don't know. They just push the envelope to the nth degree in every single scene, and it's just like not. It doesn't really, do anything for the plot. IMO. But I'll finish it because there's one season left, and I've watched all of it at this point, so I will hate watch it until the end, I suppose. Okay, I think it's this guy, maybe. Let's do Frost Breath.
Oh, Khajiit!
Are you the guy? You are not the guy. I'm looking for a unique named guy somewhere in here, and you are not this man. John Doe says, how political is The Boys? I heard it constantly roasts right-wing people. Yeah, that was a whole weird thing. That was I didn't like that whole, like, Twitter kind of rhetoric. Because I guess what people were saying was like, what was the whole deal? They were like, right-wing people are now realizing that The Boys has been making fun of them this whole time, and they're super upset about it. And then it was just weird because it was like people that genuinely didn't like the show, regardless of politics. It just felt like you couldn't be critical of it, or else people would say like, oh, you must be a right-winger, and you just don't like it because you're being made fun of. It's like, no, I just think the show is crap, regardless of politics or anything like that. So, how political is the show? Yeah, I think there's an air to it of making fun of a sect of, people in the United States and how they think and all that. What the heck? Ooh, paralyzing arrow. And how they think and all that sort of stuff. But for me, I'm not like a political guy in the first... Oh, that's the weapon. Okay, it's this person right here. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I'm not a political guy in the first place, so I don't really care about any of that. But they definitely... I think the show does give an air of like not liking a specific sect of Americans, and they do parody them on the show. If that makes sense. So if that... Oh, she got Mayroon razored instantly. Damn, rip. Rest in peace. 4 Idar cheese wheels. Why the hell do you have this? That's very... what? Oh, because this is... Oh, because it's Shivering Isles related. I wonder if we get a book with this person. The boys' writers forcing their agenda on people via screenplay. Yeah, there's some of that. I do think maybe some of it's overblown, because for me, the major issue, like I said, is just the constant like shock attempts, which just get really, really old. Okay, so this person just has a ton of cheese, and that is because what we get here is the Ruin's Edge, which is a Shivering Isles weapon, and Sheogorath with the cheese and all that. Randomly applies one of these effects to the target: Frost, Demoralize, Frenzy, Drain Magicka, and Paralyze. Okay, I'm going to favorite that and actually equip it. So just Bandit Chief. I would have liked if she was like named something related to the Elder Scrolls. Yeah, they do definitely make fun of, I would say, like right-leaning people more so than what you would find on a normal, like, very successful show. But, like I said, I mean, that's whatever. I just don't like how the show carries itself in a lot of ways. Oh, this thing's got, like, an eyeball that moves. Oh, that's so cool. I don't remember that at all. Wow. Okay, let's favorite that. Ruin's Edge. Yeah, and it did that in Oblivion, too. It did, like, a random enchantment, which is pretty neat. He's who my channel name references. Wait, who is that? Pestilent Fellow? Because I'm not sure who that's a reference to. Grace says, Saul Paul knew the apostles. See Acts of the Apostles. People actually call him Saul? That's like a humorous name, right? Or is that actually what he was called? RPS says, one last fun fact full of random ones. The 3-barrel, 18-inch mounted gun on the largest battleship ever created, Yamamoto, by the Japanese, weighed as much as a U.S. Navy destroyer during World War II? What? I'm gonna have to look into that. That sounds insane. That sounds like one of those facts that's like, you won't believe this is true, but it actually is. Yeah, that sounds nuts. I feel like I played something with that, like in Age of Empires, like the Yamamoto or something. Okay, what next? What next? A lot of Dragonborn stuff. Oh, Saints and Seducers. Read Crypt of the Heart in Silverblood Inn in Markarth. We might have done that one already, though. Yeah, in fact, we should probably go to Quest and see. Crypt of the Heart. Have we done that? Come here, little boy. Come here. Oh, yep. Crypt of the Heart. There it is. Okay. We might just have Saints and Seducers and Solstheim left. Because we're getting to the bottom here, I think. Spirit says, my canon-related fun fact is that rounds are a limited version of cannons. Kind of like how squares are rectangles, but rectangles aren't nearly necessarily squares. Wait, what? I'm confused. What is a round in this scenario? Limited version of cannons? Are you talking about like a round as in like a round you fire off on a gun? And it's a limited version of a cannon? Is that what you mean? Japan does go hard. Pestilent's name is awesome. Wait, what is Pestilent referencing? I'm not understanding. Okay, so let me write down some of the stuff. Ancient. Oh, the Wolf Queen. We got that too. Forgot about that. Okay, lots of Dragonborn DLC stuff. General Tullius, we did that. Okay, Dragonborn. We just did Ruin's Edge. So we got Saints and Seducers, which is a big one. We did Crypt of the Heart, which I don't remember what that one was about. Ooh. Okay. Now we got something else here. We've got... Read Smuggler's Trade Notes found at Bandit Camp west of Whiterun. A bandit camp west of Whiterun. But that could be anywhere. I guess I'll just check here so we can see a bandit camp or something. Squid says Homelander and Soldier Boy are the saving graces of the show. Yeah, I would agree. I'm completely checked out of the boys, like the actual boys part of the show. I do like Mother's Milk a lot. I like Carl Urban, but Butcher's just kind of whatever. Huey just seems to be there for torture at this point. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just a big mess, in my opinion. Mother's Milk is good. Homelander is compelling as a horrible villain. And, yeah, Soldier Boy, same thing. But, yeah, outside of that, I'm just really checked out of most of the stuff. But, like I said, I'll finish it. No, see it to the end. I am a completionist, at the very least. What's up, Double D? Welcome in. Hello, hello. Best bow in Oblivion. Yeah, cool bow. One of my early go-tos. Okay, where is this bandit camp? I mean, this could literally be anywhere. I don't know what this even means. I guess we'll get some height and try to see. Saul was his actual name? Oh. Squid says it's crazy that how heavy those things are. Yeah, that's nuts. That fun fact. That sounds literally impossible. But I would believe it. We live in a strange, strange world. Well, this is virtually impossible to figure out what they're talking about. Oh, look at that guy. Well, let's test out our new bow. What's up, little punk? Whoop. Oh, what did that do, I wonder? Oh, did it paralyze him? Oh, that's super cool. Yeah. Oh, I just missed it by an inch. Yeah. Get him. I wish they made this not run out of charge, though, but oh well. Okay, let me see where this is. So what is it called? Ooh, what? Oh, wait a second. There's like a way cooler thing. Oh, man. Okay, I think the next stream is going to be really good for this stuff, by the way, if anyone's interested. And Yen is biting the carpet again, so be right back. Jesus. Literally cannot leave this cat alone. She's destroying my house. Oh, Yen, why do you do this? Why do you do this to us? We're so nice to you. Okay, 1 second. Where is... What is this quest called? Yeah, there's going to be some good stuff in the next Skyrim stream. We got a lot of big, interesting quests coming up. Oh, yeah, this one. I think I did this before. How do you start this? You're not going to tell me how to start this? Wait, what? Yeah, this. Where is this? Do. Oh, it's literally directly west of Dragon's Reach? The heck? That's weird. Tommy says favorite Age of Empires game. Definitely without a doubt Age of Empires 2, The Age of Kings. Loved it to death. Played Age of Empire 2 Definitive Edition when it came out as well. Also like HD Edition I think was a thing too. I mean, yeah, I love that game so much. It was a huge game when I was a kid. Like a huge game for me. Took St. Paul as his apostle. How do you say that word? Apostolic? Apostolic? Saul was his name. Paul was after his conversion on the road to Damascus. Music terms, rounds and cannons are both types of music. Oh, yeah. I know what a round is in that context. I didn't know what a cannon was. Rounds are a limited version of cannons. I know what a round is. I don't know what a cannon is, though. That's awesome, man. For all it's worth, from a stranger, your Let's Plays definitely had a positive impact on me. My parents could only afford one game with my Xbox, so I replayed Fallout 3 for a few years. I'm very glad. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a weird guy, in my opinion. Like, I would love, obviously, if I was just the type of guy to, like, have a very linear YouTube and Twitch and streaming whatever career where, you know, we just over time, we grow and grow and grow or whatever, at least have some level of normalcy or whatever, but I'm not that type of guy. As I've said many, many times, I just kind of go in and out of, like, doing extremely well, doing everything correctly, you know, really putting a lot of strength into my life, being an inspiration in a good way, that sort of thing. And then I go through times where it's the complete opposite, and I just let everything go and, you know, give in to weakness in a lot of ways and this and that and whatever. So, yeah, currently, as I've said, I think I'm definitely I'm currently at a part in my life where I am able to impart strength into myself. What the hell? Excuse me? What are you doing up there, bud? Get your ass down. What the heck? He kind of yeah, it was like zero gravity for a second, even when we killed him. That was really weird. Anyways, yeah, I think I'm at a part in my life where right now, like, I can impart strength into myself and into others. And wanting to do that, obviously, because it just makes you feel really fulfilled and happy. So, is the audience ready for it? Like I said, we'll see. But I'm going to give it a go, regardless, you know. And we'll see where it ends up. Peschel was saying that their name referenced St. Paul. The people who wanted him dead would refer to him as Pestilent Fellow. Ah, I did not know that. The more you know. Okay, it might be this cave, maybe? Yeah, I think I can see some bandits here. Paul was his Roman name, which he began using more when evangelizing the Gentiles. Saul was his Hebrew name. Shaul. Oh. Well, somebody better call him. Okay. Hello! Are you guys bandits? Okay, I'll back off. Don't need to ask me twice. Let me just back up just a little bit. Bad cat. Yeah, Yen does everything in her power to just destroy something every day. It's really, honestly, insane. Okay, and shot through the back. And you're not dead, darling. You give insta-kills a bad name. What the heck is she? Oh, I thought she was getting on that cart. Okay. Thank you for that. There was a moment that I recorded in Red Dead that was extremely similar to that. Oh, yeah, we just got the paralyzed. Look at that. That's so powerful. Okay. Going to kill you now, and there's nothing that you can do. I'm basically your sleep paralysis demon. Can you believe it? Okay. My end draws near. Is that really what you want your last words to be? Try and fight back? Eh? You're clearly losing. Like, at least taunt me with something that makes sense. You know what I mean? You're literally dying in front of me. But okay. Alright, so there should be something here that sets us upon some sort of journey. Is it the Avar Stone Singer? Looks like it. Anxiety related? Yen is a very anxious cat ever since the scents got mixed up. I don't think she does the carpet biting out of anxiety, though. It's more so some compulsion thing, I think. I think she enjoys the feeling of chewing on the strands of the carpet, basically, is what I would feel. Destroyers are way smaller than battleships. Battleships were the largest fighting vehicles ever created. One barrel on a U.S. destroyer was 16 inches across and could send that projectile up to 40 miles. Jesus. Destroyers were much smaller than battleships, but still a cool fact. Damn. I think she genuinely just enjoys biting on the... I think she enjoys the feeling of biting on the strands for whatever reason. Sit quietly, child, and listen, for the story I tell you is a story of the ages. But what is it, grandfather? Is it a story of heroes and beasts? The grandfather looked patiently at the child. He was growing to a fine boy. Soon he would see the value in the stories, the lessons that were taught to each generation. Just listen, child. Let the story take root in your heart. In a time before now, long before now, when the Skull were new, there was peace in the land. The sun was hot and the crops grew long and the people were happy in the peace that the All-Maker provided. But the Skull grew complacent and lazy, and they took for granted the lands and all the gifts the All-Maker had given them. They forgot or chose not to remember that the adversary is always watching, and that he delights in tormenting the Allmaker and his chosen people. And so it was that the adversary came to be among the skull. Oh, this one's Dragonborn, isn't it, too? Because they're talking about the Skull, which is the Dragonborn tribe of Nords. The adversary has many aspects. He appears in the unholy beasts and the incurable plague. At the end of seasons, we will know him as Thartog, the world devourer? What lore is this? But in these ages he came to be known as the Greedy Man. The Greedy Man, that is what we call him, for to speak his name would certainly bring ruin on the people, lived among the Skull for many months. Perhaps he was once just a man, but when the adversary entered into him, he became the Greedy Man, and that is now how he is remembered. It came to be one day that the powers of the Skull left them, the strength left the arms of the warriors, and the shaman could no longer summon the beast to their side. The elders thought that surely the Allmaker was displeased, and some suggested that the Allmaker had left them forever. It was then that the Greedy Man appeared to them and spoke. "You of the Skull have grown fat and lazy. I have stolen the gifts of your Allmaker. I have stolen the oceans so you will forever know thirst. I have stolen the lands and the trees and the sun so your crops will wither and die. I have stolen the beasts so you will go hungry, and I have stolen the winds." Those are all the stones, right, that you get in the Dragonborn. "So you will live without the spirit of the Allmaker, and until one of you can reclaim these gifts, the Skull will live in misery and despair, for I am the Greedy Man, and that is my nature." And the Greedy Man disappeared. The members of the Skull spoke for many days and nights. They knew that one of them must retrieve the gifts of the Allmaker, but they could not decide who it should be. "I cannot go," said the elder, "for I must stay to lead the Skull and tell our people what is the law." "I cannot go," said the warrior, "for I must protect the Skull. My sword will be needed in case the Greedy Man reappears." "I cannot go," said the shaman, "for the people need my wisdom. I must read portents and offer my knowledge." It was then that a young man called Avar lifted his voice. He was strong of arm and feet, fleet of foot, though he was not yet a warrior of the Skull. "I will go," said Avar, and the Skull laughed. "Hear me out," the boy continued. "I am not yet a warrior, so my sword will not be needed. I cannot read the portents, so the people will not seek my counsel. And I am young and not yet wise in the ways of the law. I will retrieve the gifts of the Allmaker from the Greedy Man. If I cannot, I will not be missed." The Skull thought on this briefly and decided to let Avar go. He left the village the next morning to retrieve the gifts. Avar first set out to retrieve the gift of water, so he traveled to the Water Stone. It was there the Allmaker first spoke to him. "Travel west to the sea and follow the swimmer to the waters of life." So Avar walked to the edge of the ocean, and there was the swimmer, a black horker sent from the Allmaker. The swimmer dove into the waters and swam very far and far again. Avar was strong, though, and he swam hard. He followed the swimmer to a cave, swimming deeper and deeper, his lungs burning and his limbs exhausted. At last he found a pocket of air, and there in the dark he found the waters of life. Gathering his strength, he took the waters and swam back to the shore. Upon returning to the water stone, the Allmaker spoke. "You have returned the gift of water to the Skull. The oceans again will bear fruit, and their thirst will be quenched." Avar then traveled to the Earthstone, and there the Allmaker spoke to him again. "Enter the cave of the hidden music and hear the song of the earth." So Avar traveled north and east to the cave of the hidden music. This is Dragonborn for sure, I think. Because I feel like we did this too. He found himself in a large cavern where the rocks hung from the ceiling and grew from the ground itself. He listened there and heard the song of the earth, but it was faint. Grabbing up his mace, he struck the rocks of the floor in time with the song, and the song grew louder until it filled the cavern in his heart. Then he returned to the Earthstone. "The gift of the earth is with the Skull again," said the Allmaker. "The lands are rich again and will bear life." Avar was tired as the sun burned him. The trees offered no shade, and there was no wind to cool him. Still he traveled on to the Beast Rock, and the Allmaker spoke. "Find the good beast and ease his suffering." Avar traveled through the woods of the Isinthier for many hours until he heard the cries of a bear from over a hill. As he crested a hill, he saw the bear, a Falmer's arrow piercing his neck. He checked the woods for the Falmer, for that is what they were, though some say they are not. And finding none, approached the beast. He spoke soothing words and came upon it slowly, saying, "Good beast, I mean you no harm. The Allmaker has sent me to ease your suffering." Hearing these words, the bear ceased his struggles and laid his head at Avar's feet. Avar gasped. Oh my god, this is so long. What the heck? Grasped the arrow and pulled it from the bear's neck. Using the little nature magic he knew, Avar tended the wound, though it took the last bit of his strength. As the bear's wound closed, Avar slept. When he awoke, the bear stood over him, and the remains of a number of the Falmer were strewn about. He knew that the good beast had protected him during the night. He traveled back to Beast Rock, the bear by his side, and the Allmaker spoke to him again. "You have returned the gift of the beast. Once again, the good beast will feed the Skull when they are hungry, clothe them when they are cold, and protect them in times of need." Avar's strength had returned, so he traveled onto the tree stone, though the good beast did not follow him. When he arrived, the Allfather spoke to him. The first trees are gone and must be replanted. Find the seed and plant the first tree. Avar traveled again through the Herstang forest, searching for the seeds of the first tree, but he could find none. Then he spoke to the tree spirits, the living trees. They told him that the seeds had been stolen by one of the Falmer, for they are the servants of the adversary. This Falmer was hiding them deep in the forest so that none would ever find them. Avar traveled to the deepest part of the forest, and there he found the evil Falmer surrounded by the lesser tree spirits. Avar could see that the spirits were in his thrall, that he had used the magic of the seeds and spoke their secret name. Avar knew he could not stand against such a force, that he must retrieve the seeds in secret. Oh my god, dude. This is like one of the longest quest-related books we've ever read. Avar reached into his pouch and drew out his flint. Gathering leaves, he started to fire outside the clearing where the Falmer, the ensorcelled spirits, milled. All the skull knew the spirits' hatred of fires, for the fires ravaged these trees they serve. At once the nature of the spirits took hold, and they rushed to quell the flames. During the commotion, Avar snuck behind the Falmer and snatched the pouch of seeds, stealing away before the evil being knew they were gone. When Avar returned to the tree stone, he planted the tree in the ground, and the Allmaker spoke to him. The gift of trees is restored. Once again, the trees and plants will bloom and grow and provide nourishment and shade. Avar was tired, for the sun would only burn, and the winds would not yet cool him, but he rested briefly in the shade of the trees. His legs were wearied, his eyes heavy, but he continued on, traveling to the sunstone. Again, and the Allmaker spoke. The gentle warmth of the sun is stolen, so now it only burns. Free the sun from the halls of Penumbra. And so Avar walked west over the frozen lands until he reached the halls of Penumbra. The air inside was thick and heavy, and he could see no farther than the end of his arm. Still, he felt his way along the walls, though he heard the shuffling of feet and knew that this place held the unholy beast who would tear his flesh and eat his bones. For hours he crept along until he saw a faint glow, for at the end of the hall, there from behind a sheet of perfect ice, came a glow so bright he had to shut his eyes lest they be forever blinded. He plucked the flaming eye from one of the unholy beasts and threw it at the ice with all of his might. A small crack appeared in the ice, then grew larger. Slowly the light crept out between the cracks, widening them, splitting the ice wall into pieces. With a deafening crack, the wall crumbled, and the light rushed over Avar and through the halls. He heard the shrieking of the unholy beasts as they were blinded and burned. He ran out of the halls, following the light, and collapsed on the ground outside. When he was able to rise again, the sun again warmed him, and he was glad for that. He traveled back to the Sunstone, where the Allmaker spoke to him. The gift of the sun is the skulls once again. It will warm them and give them light. Avar had one final gift. He had to recover the gift of the wind, so he traveled to the Windstone, far on the western coast of the island. When he arrived, the Allmaker spoke to him, giving him his final task: find the greedy man and release the wind from its captivity. So Avar wandered the land in search of the greedy man. He looked into the trees, but the greedy man did not hide there, nor did he hide near the oceans, nor the caves, and the beast did not see him in the dark forest. Finally, Avar came to a crooked house, and he knew that he there would find the greedy man. Dude, Jesus Christ. This is like insanely long. Oh my god. What's up, Mitch, who says, what would you say are some things in Skyrim that you find underwhelming? The Silver Hand, or especially the Vigilance of Stendar, could have been much more. I think Skyrim is, very well done with most aspects, as well as it could be for the scale of the game. That being said, the combat is pretty surface level compared to what it could be. Once especially the warrior tree, power attacks I've never really been that interested in. So, I think like combat a lot of the time kind of, if you're not using, like, magic is easily the most interesting thing, because so much of the, like, just bow stuff, well, the bow's kind of interesting, but, just flat out combat's kind of like really uninteresting. So that's the main thing I think they really need to update in Elder Scrolls 6, is kind of like the combat system, add skills and things like that. And then the Civil War, for sure. The Civil War stuff would be my second answer. Who are you? Shouted the greedy man, that you would come into my house. I am Eivor of the Skull, said Avar. I am not warrior, shaman, or elder. If I do not return, I will not be missed. But I have returned the oceans and the earth, the trees and the beasts of the sun, and I will return the winds to my people, that we may feel the spirit of the Allmaker in our souls again. And with that, he grabbed up the greedy man's bag and tore it open. The winds rushed out with a gale force, sweeping the greedy man up and carrying him off far from the island. Avar breathed in the winds and was glad. He walked back to the Windstone, where the Allmaker spoke to him a final time. You've done well, Avar. You, the least of the Skull, have returned my gifts to them. The greedy man is gone for now and should not trouble your people again in your lifetime. Your Allmakers, please, go now and live according to your nature. And Avar started back to the Skull village. And then what happened, grandfather? What do you mean, child? He went home. No, when he returned to the village, the child continued, was he made a warrior or taught the ways of the shaman? Did he lead the Skull in battle? I do not know. That is where the story ends, said the grandfather. But that is not an ending. That is not how stories end. The old man laughed and got up from his chair. Is it not? Okay, that was, I think, the longest thing I have ever read relating to a quest in Skyrim. Ever. But that's cool. I mean, I like the story, but holy crap. Usually when it's a story, when it's a quest book, they make it, I guess this one's, yeah, somebody said it's a Morrowind book or something, so maybe they just directly took it from Morrowind. And it was super long. Wait, so what was that? Oh, that was something else. Oh, this is what we were looking for. Oh, so that was like... So that must be a different quest. Interesting. Interesting. That was a lot of reading, yep. But we got through it. 12 Gauge says, Emmett LaFave just released a South Stein Morrowind episode yesterday where he did a quest with the same exact lore. Oh, the LaFave Bros LPs. Doing some LPs, huh? I know they've done a lot of Skyrim episodes or whatever in the past. The news source has been a real boon. Scuba, poisons, black soul gems, you name it. We've got a line to a wide range of goods and an even wider range of clients, which reminds me, someone needs to tell Akari where she can stick her bottles of sugared cat piss. We're done. Meanwhile, we're filling up our coffers faster than we can empty them. We're drinking day and night and still haven't gone through half the gold from that Morrowind job for the corpse fondlers. With our Argonian patrols up and down the border, we can charge an arm and a leg and a tail for every crate that comes in. This is a Khajiit, right? No, because they said cat piss. As for the zombie petters, they were pretty pleased. The staff wasn't damaged. Creepy-looking thing, too. Was glad to be rid of it. It's a shame we couldn't hold out a couple more days, though. This morning, another buyer came from the camp. An orc with a face so lumpy he must have jumped headfirst off the top of Dragon's Reach. Turns out he was looking for the same staff, offering to pay double. I told him we could have something better for him on the next boat from Solstheim, but he was pretty sodding clear that there was only one staff he wanted to buy. Makes sense. The only thing uglier than this orc was that staff. Maybe he wants to hold it up when he shaves, so he doesn't feel so bad for being born. Anyways, I sold him the information on the buyers and sent him on his way. Couldn't get him to trade any of the valuables on his carriage, but it's alright. There's more than one way to part a fool in his things. I told the boys to cut him off on the road west of Whiterun at the burnt-down house between the Watchtower and Fort Greymore. Given how obsessed he was about that staff, it'll be easy to catch him off guard. Okay, well, we are getting that staff. What the heck? Whoa! What the hell? Almost instantly killed me there. Okay, that's not cool at all. Y'all gonna get marked. Actually, y'all gonna get... Hold on. Okay, we gotta get rid of this mage. Oh, I don't have my shout. Dang it. Okay, you gotta go. Mayrune's Razor, if you would like to trigger, this would be a particularly good target. Whoa, why'd that guy fly off? That was really weird. Okay, guess these guys did a little ambush. Way too long in Morrowind. Yeah, I'm assuming that book was taken directly from Morrowind, I am guessing. But we got a quest from it, right? Which is really weird. Because why would they put 2 AE quests here? But I also don't remember that being base game or anything. Or related to Dragonborn at all. So that is interesting. Okay. Where are we headed now? Go to the site of the ambush, which is this way. John Doe says, I don't think that book is quest-related skill book. Oh, it was a skill book? Yeah, because I saw the pop-up, but I've trained my brain to, like, not read the pop-ups in case it's, like, a quest book. So, you know, I can, you know, figure it out myself. Okay, that makes sense, because I saw the pop-up and I was like, wait, what quest is this related to? I don't remember that being a skill book, though. What the heck? Was that a skill book added with a DLC or AE? Interesting. Trey says, underwhelming to me is how little your actions have consequences on the game. Like, once I gather all Daedric weapons, I want to be considered a danger to be around. Yeah, I mean, there's, like, an infinite things that I could nitpick about Skyrim or think that they could improve on with Elder Scrolls 6, but really, like, it comes down to the thing of, like, I think for what this game is, they really did their best, and there's a lot of really good elements that make up for kind of the underwhelming elements. I mean, we could talk about it to, you know, the cows come home, you know, the surface-level RPG elements, the surface-level combat, in a certain sense, you know, the nerfing of the speech and speech options, how there's, like, very little role play. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's underwhelming about Skyrim, but as a whole of its parts, I think it's so well done that, you know, I think it's not a big deal. Especially with how much I think that this game holds up in the long run. Welcome to the Audible book narrated by GV. For real, though. I thought that entire time that was quest-related. Okay, and Yen is still biting the carpet. Be right back. Jeez Louise, dude. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo-doo-doo. Go to the site of the ambush. With a dude. Jesus Christ, sprinkled it. Combat seemed freaking crazy when it came out, though. Yeah. I especially like the archery. Yeah, I was into it when it came out for sure. I think the warrior stuff really kind of falls flat very quickly, though, if you do a lot of playthroughs and stuff. Archery's pretty cool. Sneak stuff's alright. You know, pretty standard stuff for an Elder Scrolls game. But the magic is truly where it shines. IMO. Okay, so who is... This is the orc. Kill or pickpocket the orc? Pickpocket Modig Gilgar. Now that's an... The heck? Okay, we're gonna make a save here, because I wonder if we can talk to this guy or not. Hello?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, you're just immediately evil. Okay, never mind. Well, I was going to give you the chance. But now you must die. Now you will die. GV would make a good book narrator. Well, thank you. Yeah, I would enjoy doing that. Yeah, for sure. Anything relating to voice acting, as usual. Okay, I guess we'll try to pickpocket it. Smuggler's Ledger? Wait. Are we not Okay, I guess we're pickpocketing this. Yoink.
Never should.
Bro, it's an 84% chance, okay? It's an 84% chance. How dare you? Yoink. Thank you. Read the smuggler's letter. What do we got?
Items. Dozen bottles of skooma. Delivered to Delvin Mallory, Riften. Smuggler's fee. 50 septims and a favor. Knowing Delvin the discount is worth it, at least this time around. Items. Staff of Hasadoki. Void salt. Soul gems. Bone meal. Delivered to Ivara of Olenveld. And Lushak Graragdam, Brittleshin Pass. Smuggler's fee. Just gold and gems for now. It was tough sneaking in some of the items on the list, but the zombie lovers were happy with the haul. They say they're trying to open a portal to something called the Soul Cairn. If there's loot to be had inside, it might be a good idea to line up some buyers. Items. Cane, book. Delivered to bandits, White River Watch. Smuggler's fee. Hajvar, paid with a dagger and some farmer's clothes with the blood still on it. The cane was a foot short, but it serves the bastard right for not paying in gold. I told him if he wants better service, he's going to have to learn how to fight with his eyes open.
Ho ho. Okay, what were our new objectives? Find the necromancers in Brittleshin Pass. And because you attacked me, I don't quite like that. So you're going to get
Exodia, obliterate!
Little punk. Okay, I'll take your Grand Soul Gem as well. Ooh. To Raise the Living. Is that a unique book? It's so hard to tell. By Shagrub Gilgar? Oh, this is definitely related to the guy we just killed, right? Wasn't his name Gilgar? It's a lot of reading, man. Maybe we'll save it for the next video. Next stream. Void Salts. Soul Gem. Conjurer's Draft. Okay. So where are the necromancers? Brittleshin Pass. Let's go. Desu says, like, compared to previous Elder Scrolls and games at the time when Skyrim came out, I was blown away by the magic. Having fire and frost coming out of your hands is just so damn cool. Yeah, I had the same reaction as well. Yeah, I mean, it seems so obvious, obviously, right? Just put magic at your fingertips, make it easily usable. But it was, yeah, it was a breath of fresh air. It was a very That's why, you know, I think one of Skyrim's biggest boons is that it's a very easy game to, like, jump in for, you know, first-timers. Hey, I want to shoot fire. Okay, shoot fire. Just equip it. Pestilence says, GV's voice acting is still in its infancy with grand achievements attainable. Yeah, I've actually done an audition recently. I don't think anything's going to come from it. I wasn't really happy with the final product, but it was a good, obviously, like, you know, it was a good thing to practice, right? The major thing, like, I think I've naturally got the voice for it and the ability to, you know, kind of switch between different sort of pitches and whatever. But the challenge is going to be the acting, as always. Like, you know, you have to actually, like, know how to act, or at least convey that, right? Like, the ability to, you know, put intent and emotion into everything. So that's the challenging part. Because, like, I feel like, I could, like, narrate a book or something, but actually acting as a character is something I don't really have experience doing outside of fun, obviously, for, you know, this YouTube channel and stuff. Okay, so find them, but I assume that means kill them as well. But, yeah, I mean, I would love to do it. It's just, it's a hard thing to balance when you're doing YouTube and streams full-time to also, like, learn how to voice act and also get auditions and practice and all that sort of stuff. It's like, really, both jobs, I think, are something that really take a lot more time than, you know, they take dedication, basically. It's hard to balance both. A boneman. Goodbye. Oh, yeah, they wanted to get into the soul cans. We got actual bonemen here. Oh, you see me. Oh, you saw me. Okay. Desu says, read a 6-minute book for no reason. We really did do that. Yeah, I thought it was a quest. I thought it was the thing that we were trying to find there. It's unfortunate. But what you gonna do? Oh. Okay, I think we should use a potion of invisibility here and kill the big bad. Where is the big... Okay, we got Necromancer 1 there. You're probably the big bad, I would bet. Ivara of Olenveld. Now, this person's definitely bad, right? I don't think we even try to talk to her. I'm pretty sure she's just going to attack me. Hello. Gotcha. And down that one goes too. Very efficient. All right, we got Lushak Graragdam. Arcade the Enemy by RW. I don't know how much of this stuff is related to this particular quest. We'll take the books and maybe we'll read them in the next stream. Oak Flesh, The Black Arts on Trial, which is an illusion book. Robes of Major Conjuration. What you doing up here? You having some fun? Oh. Spirit says, this is the first time I've conceived of the length of a book in terms of minutes rather than pages. The future is here. Yeah, I've always wanted to do something with Skyrim's books, but I just don't know how actually, like, interesting it is for the viewer. If I, like, read it and tried to do voices or whatever. Like, I don't know if that's something people... I'm sure some people would be interested in it, but, you know, there's just so much, like, books and lore that I've never read. It would be a good excuse to kind of go through it all. But I think that's also, like, super boring content for most people. But who knows? Maybe if I made it really atmospheric or something. Ivara of Olenveld, who has Souls Black and White. R. Piazza says, I wish Elder Scrolls V magic was like Oblivion with spells and all that. Me too. That was one of the best elements of Oblivion without a doubt, making your own spells. I really love that feature. John Doe says you can tell an NPC if an NPC is hostile without save scumming by pressing the wait button. Ah, good idea. Why did I never think to do that? Oh my god. That's really astounding to me, actually. Ancestors and the Dunmer, the Book of the Daedra, the Warrior's Charge, Conjuration Increase, the Arcturian Heresy, Elven Dagger of Lightning, Empty Skeleton, and finally... Oh yeah, the notes. Let's read this stuff too. 12 Gauge says, wish they did more official DLC expansions with new lands instead of the AE. Yeah, I agree. I think 3 DLCs would have been the sweet spot. Build up to Dragonborn. I could see that being the end. And then, you know, Dawnguard's okay. And yeah, I just feel like it's missing, that third piece of really strong DLC. Which obviously they have Hearthfire, but that hardly counts.
The journey from Olinville was long, but worth the trip. We'll have a far easier time finding what we need to open the portal to the Soul Can. The pass is remote, and yet there are no shortage of travelers looking for a shortcut across the mountains. As such, we'll have plenty of blood and bone meal at our disposal, but we'll need void salts and soul gem fragments to complete the ritual. Lushak suggested we contact the local smugglers for help with the latter. She'd been in contact with one about the staff of Hasadoki. If the wizard truly bonded his soul to the stave, as the legends suggest, releasing him might provide a worthy offering to the ideal masters. In any case, adding the ingredients to the list should be an easy task.
So basically up to no good. And then she has the Staff of Hasadoki, which has a pretty interesting design here. Some sort of face with curved bull horns. So what does this do? Because I believe we got this before, but I don't remember. If target dies within 60 seconds, fills a soul gem, knocks back the target on impact, while not attacking, creates a ward that protects against spells for up to 40 points. Huh? So you cast it, it does soul trap. It also knocks back the target. It's like a force ability. And then, while not attacking, creates a ward that protects against spells. What the heck? Okay, that's super weird. So yeah, you just get a natural ward. Huh. The Staff of Hasadoki. I don't remember this at all. Did we actually, like, finish this? Because I'm not remembering this effect whatsoever. Okay, well, I'd like to try it on somebody. Although I guess it's just going to do the soul gem thing, but... Or the soul trap thing, but no, we can, like, use the force ability. And see what that does. Grace says, I'm visually impaired. Books are measured in listening time for me. I bet GV could have livened up my college textbooks with voice acting and humorous asides. It would be something I would quite enjoy. Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. I guess I just gotta... You know, it's just a weird thing, because, like, you just have so much energy to put into something, right? Like, I'm putting energy into the 4 channels that I'm running at the moment, but also doing shorts, in addition to all the normal videos and everything, and the streams. And other stuff, other projects that I wish to not discuss at this point in time. So it's like, that uses a lot of energy, you know? So there's not much left after that to, like, okay, now I'm also going to practice voice acting. And I understand how that could sound, like, entitled or lazy or whatever, but I don't know. I think most people understand there's, like, you have so much energy to work with in a day, mental and physical energy. So, I don't know. I do want to put some of that into voice acting, but it's just a little tricky finding the balance at this point in time, basically. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and that will be where we end for the day. Yeah, I am loving AE. I mean, it's really a lot of fun. It really has kind of reinvigorated my want to play Skyrim again. So I hope you're enjoying. I know it's weird going from dedicated episodes to live streams, but I think it's just the best thing for the channel at the moment. But, yeah, we've got some really good stuff coming up. A lot of Dragonborn stuff that I've never done. I don't even know if I've done any of the Dragonborn stuff for AE. And then also some other crazy stuff on this list that I have not done as well. And Saints and Seducers, which we did do before it was a part of AD way back when. So, if you're enjoying this playthrough so far, well, the next one will probably be the one that you don't want to miss. And friendly reminder, any members that hit the join button under the videos or streams or whatever do get access to all videos on this YouTube channel as soon as they're uploaded. You don't have to wait for them to be scheduled and released. So big thank you to the members that joined up today and any future members. Thanks so much for watching. We'll wind down with catching up with the chat, and then we will call it a stream. Sound good? Okay. Do boo ba do ba do ba do da boo da boo ba do ba da ba 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 da ba da ba. Ahem. RPazza says, "All right, GV, you're Calcelmo. I always want to call him Calcelmo. Calcelmo, canonically. Berate me for asking for access to your museum. Calcelmo's tough." I don't know if he's in my, like, range or whatever, but I'll try my best. His voice is so unique. I can't really do. I can do an old man voice, but like not his voice. He's got such a unique voice. Piazza, I've told you once. Do not go into my museum. I can't really do it. It's not my range. Do not go into my museum. I'll have to get the guards if you keep doing this. It's always funny to me that Calsoma has like a whole Tinder quest to him or whatever, like a dating quest. He wants to go after somebody that's like quite younger than he is, right? Spirit says, we used to have a channel point redemption where GV would voice act as a character requested by a member of chat. Yep. Yeah, I don't know if YouTube's ever going to do point stuff. Feels like they're kind of missing out not doing it. It is a little gimmicky, but feels like something they should add. Maybe in the future. Yep, that was a fun redemption. I want GV to be Astrid inviting us to join the Dark Brotherhood. I can't do women voices in general, but Astrid also has a very unique voice. Grace, you've really... Grace, you've really impressed me. I think you'd be a great member of the Dark Brotherhood, my family. Meet me at the Falkreath Sanctuary. Answer... What color is the best color? The answer, of course, is blue. Yeah, I can't really do woman voices that well. I could ironically do the really high-pitched ones, like a anime VTuber or something. I could do that, but I can't do anything else. Thanks for watching, Pestilent. Thanks for watching, Grace and John and Desu. RP as it says, so for sure at least one Red Dead video tonight. Yes, for early access. Yep, I got 2 in the tank that are ready, but I don't really want to upload them back to back because I feel like, you know, most people are probably just going to watch one, but I mean, I could upload both. But yeah, I've got 2, so I'm going to upload definitely one tonight. Yep. What's up, Arkham? Appreciate it, man. Have a good night. Have a good night. Have a good night, Trey and Spirit and anybody else lurking away. All right, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, you know, streams have been really fun lately. We just got all these playthroughs that we'll kind of chip away at. But, yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 4 p.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time is what we'll be moving forward with. And basically just focusing on kind of starting fresh over here on YouTube, kind of regrowing what we once had. Putting out some good stuff into the world, you know. That's the plan. So if you're down for that, right here. 4 p.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll go from there. Might do more hours, might add another day. We'll see. Right now I'm balancing a lot at the moment, so we'll just play it by ear in these early stages of the YouTube stream. But thank you so much for watching. Members, yeah, keep an eye out for the Red Dead episode after the stream ends, and I'll see you all Friday. Have a good night. Bye-bye.